Hello, my wonderful pig milking cult. Welcome back for another episode. This week's beer is called Jumpin' the Line. This is by the Tap Brewery of Bloomington, Indiana. With an ABV of 6.9%, this beer packs a punch full of dark chocolate espresso and notes of English toffee. Round that all together with hints of banana and rum. This is Islands in a Glass. Jumping the Line, the Cummcast gives this beer a 4.5 out of 5 rating. Definitely a favorite of mine, like they all are, but the Tap has rolled out another great one, everybody, so go check this out, and they have a wonderful selection of beers as well. Highly recommended brewery there. Now let's get into the episode with our friend and a multiple-time guest, Mr. Cody Ikerd. And then all of a sudden your company just shut down, and then you couldn't find a job, and then you went to the depression, and then, like, some people are literally homeless for, like, I hate to say the right reason, but you know what I mean? It's like a legitimate reason, and then other people are like, I don't want to fucking work. Like, these stupid motherfuckers out here giving me $30 a day. Why the hell do I got to do that?
It's just the ones who don't want to create a TikTok account. Yeah. Like, don't want to work from home and do TikTok.
There's a lot of homeless people that have TikTok accounts.
Is there homeless TikTok? I didn't know that
was
was a
prisoner
thing.
TikTok.
I'm not even on TikTok, so...
Some prisoners have better commodities than we do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about that. That one dude makes food. Like, he makes weird prison food, like taffy and like pizza and
taffy,
weird shit. Yeah.
How do you make prison taffy?
I think it's like you use a Kool-Aid packet.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
And sweetener and what was it? It was something weird. I forget what it was.
No,
it definitely wasn't that.
There's a YouTube.
How to make prison Laffy Taffy.
Oh,
it's creamer.
Creamer? Coffee creamer?
Yes.
Yeah, yep. 1 part powdered coffee creamer. Not now. 1 part powdered coffee creamer, 1 part your choice of flavored Kool-Aid. Just enough water to barely blend. Yep. That's weird.
Taffy. Makes sense.
It's like a soft taffy. It's not like a hard taffy.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm telling you, man.
I mean, if
you're think about
enough, you get creative, I guess.
Okay, like what's your go-to, Cody, if you're in prison? Like what are you gonna do? Like your life. You're in for life, man.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What do you mean? What is he gonna do?
Like, what's your thing?
Well,
like, what are you gonna
I
do?
guess it depends on what kind of resources you have at the prison. You know.
They got a really good.
You mean like library. Who's he gonna be? Like job fair?
They got a really good library and shit.
Like, you take a test when you get in there, and you're like, you're going to be the prisoner astronaut.
I'll turn into like a Shawshank. I'll just eventually escape after 30 years.
So they got like they got really good resources for like everything. You got a wide range of things you can pick from.
What fucking prison is this?
A lot of fucking prisons.
Can I get a trade school degree at this fucking prison? Probably.
No, you can't. No.
What? Don't they have a
my prison.
They have a wide selection of education, but you can't get a fucking trade degree.
What is that? Is it Let's Go to Prison? Is that the movie?
Yes.
Where he's like, you can have fun, have a good time, be nice to each other, but what did he say? He's like, if you step out of line, I'm gonna put my foot up your ass. It was like 5 minutes. I'm gonna put my foot up your ass. I think it's Let's Go to Prison. I can't remember.
It is Let's Go to Prison.
Is that what it is? Yeah, it's my prison. What are you gonna do?
What do you mean? What do you do in prison?
What's your hobby? What's your hobby if you're gonna be in prison?
I don't know. I'll be the fucking bird guy. I'll train the pigeons.
The bird guy?
Something. I hate birds, but I'll be the bird guy.
Why do you hate birds?
Because they're shit.
What's that? It's like avianophobia or something like that?
No, birds are just dumb. All birds are dumb, besides toucans. We've already talked about
They're pretty gross, though.
I know. Birds are stupid.
Yeah.
A, they don't shut up. B, they steal
Well,
shit.
if you're using, like, a chicken as a reference, they're pretty fucking disgusting.
All birds are dumb. I see. There's this fucking video of this person like gourmet feeding some fucking seagull out on their deck.
No.
They're like, I spent hundreds of dollars on this seagull. They're buying like shrimp and lobster and shit. Like, because they're fucking lonely, they don't have a pet. I think this was back on quarantine or whatever. It was like, fuck, they kill it.
A seagull?
Kill it.
Well, shit, in our hometown, you get a ticket if you feed the seagulls.
Yeah. And
You didn't know that?
Even the geese? What about the geese?
I don't know about
Do we?
Yeah,
I
think
the
it's-
seagulls in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, at
I
the
didn't
fucking
know
Rural
that.
King parking lot. And I went to Rural King and saw two assholes with like 6 loaves of bread just out there fucking flinging it. Like they were monkey throwing shit.
It's because they're there to fucking migrate, and it just so happens that Indiana is in the middle of every bird's migration.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh shit, you see that Rural King? Look at all that shit. Look at that fucking room down there. We're going to park down there for about 3 months.
The thing is,
these dumb bitches keep feeding us.
They stay here and their shit's so fucking acidic it ruins the paint on cars.
Yeah, that's like, it's hurting them because they're not fucking going to Argentina or Mexico or wherever they're going to migrate. They stay in Indiana, and it's fucking January and they can't go anywhere.
Nobody wants
They're fucked after that.
Yeah, nobody wants a seagull.
But you could get a
in
ticket.
Indiana.
You could get a ticket for it. I'm pretty sure you can get it for geese too.
I
And
don't
you're not supposed to feed them. And then Cheyenne's...
You're not supposed to feed the ducks bread either.
Yeah, and then Cheyenne's mom moved down there, and they were going to Rural King for something, and they're like, those fucking seagulls? They're like, yeah, we get them all the time. They're like, why do you have seagulls? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Fucking, I have no idea.
Because there's a parking lot in Bedford that's actually empty.
That is the most empty parking lot in town, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Rural King gets pretty busy.
I mean, just
Now on the
That
Dunham
back half,
side,
yeah,
nobody's
yeah.
going into Dunham's.
No.
No,
Not since that dude caught it on fire.
Yeah, I remember that.
Everybody forgets about that until I'm like, you know what? That whole fucking
Yeah.
store caught on
I think it was a
fire.
dressing room, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the thing, like, nobody remembers that it was closed for like 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had to
I don't know
get
how
rid
they
of...
opened back up.
Yeah,
Probably
because
don't.
they had to get rid of everything because of, like, smoke damage. I was like, dude, pass that shit out for, like, 50% off. Nobody
They
gets
have like 2 employees that work in there, and you walk
Yeah.
in, it's like a ghost town every single time.
Yeah, but I was just kind of like, nobody gives a fuck if it smells like smoke. Just sell that shit, you know what I mean? Half the people wearing this shit smoke cigars anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know how they stay afloat. Their shit's weird.
Yeah,
like,
I think the guy lit a fire in the dressing room.
It's definitely a shell company.
He lit a fire in, like, the bathroom dressing room and, like, where the tree stands were. Like, he lit a fire underneath the fucking tree stands.
multiple locations. He did it right. If you're going to be an arsonist, he did it right.
If you're gonna be
multiple starting
Here's
points.
the thing, dude. I feel like you could pick a cooler store if you're going to burn something down.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got... The floor's not going to catch on fire. The walls aren't catching on fire.
You know what? Out of any store, okay.
Carpet store.
No.
That one over here by the movie theater?
Yeah.
Some bitch burned for 6 days.
All right, guys. So let's
Textiles.
hypothetically, if I was an arsonist, I wouldn't burn down a sports store. I would totally burn down that Hallmark store that's been there for like 20 years that nobody fucking goes in. You know they don't.
It's already
I
been
think it closed down.
closed down a while
Yeah.
back.
Good, because I would have burned it down.
Oh, man.
Hypothetically.
Because paper burns.
Yeah, paper burns.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Like,
Nobody needs to go to a store to buy greeting cards. It's only selling greeting cards.
I walked in there to get greeting cards. Birthday cards, didn't matter what it was.
Yeah, I just get them.
I don't
off
like
that.
cards myself, but there's people in my family that love them.
Really?
And I hate going in there and buying them. I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to pick here. Like,
Is it like a nostalgia thing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
If people are like me, you look inside of it and there ain't no money, you just get rid of it.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
care.
it's just one of those things. I can't imagine that. Like, nobody in our family's just like, the card? Nope. My girlfriend. Yeah, she's totally into the card. Like, she'll be like, I love this card. I'm going to save it. And then she'll ask me, are you going to save that card? I'm like, fucking card.
You're not gonna read it again? Like, what are you gonna do, open it up in 3 months?
And I think she gave me one time. I look at the back, the fucking price back there. It was like
Yeah.
$8. I was like,
Yeah.
you're fucking stupid. What are you doing? Just
Should've
shove this
got a
shit in.
markup on those things,
Shove whatever
you know?
you're giving me in the card in an envelope and then call it good. Just don't even waste your money on a card. I really,
Yeah, but I feel like women have that like sentimental thing where they can go back and look at it and be like, oh, and then like it breaks their heart. But we're just like, this is sad.
They think it's like you're reading something and being like, yeah, that's how I feel. But really, you're just like, this will probably do. And then you just walk out and,
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah. Does your wife like?
No, she doesn't like the cards.
Oh, well, damn.
Yeah, we don't do that.
She likes diamonds.
She has other interests. This is more expensive. Not a $4 greeting card.
No.
That's crazy. So, welcome back, man. Glad to have you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Not a problem, dude. How's it been? It's been a minute. We were going to schedule some time for the summer, but
I don't even know when the last time you were here. When was that? Was it winter?
Had to have been late winter. Maybe like February.
It was. I think it was right before spring.
Okay.
I think it might have been like February, March, something like that. Everybody we've had on, it was like February, March, because everybody's usually busy throughout the summer. Like the last guest we had, Jake Rubel, he's been all over the country doing stand-up. And
that's cool.
Yep. So, been a crazy summer for you, right?
Yeah, we played 34 shows from Memorial Day weekend to Labor Day weekend.
Damn. Shit.
It was just constant, just going. If I wasn't playing music, I was doing, projects at home or went on vacation with the family, and it just never ended.
Right.
So we're finally through all of it. I can relax a little bit, but it was crazy there for a while. It's like the whole summer just blew by, and here we are in almost October now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So you guys still booked out for a little while then?
No, not really. We're playing this Saturday down at Steel Horse. We're playing the first weekend of October, and then we're taking the rest of the month off through probably the second week in November because my wife's expecting to have a child.
Oh, right on, man.
Yeah, on the 21st. So
awesome.
I'm going to be a daddy.
Yeah. Be a dad.
Yeah.
All kinds of stories and songs after that.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, did you get into anything this summer? Anything crazy happen? I'd love to hear the stories. Yeah,
probably the highlight for me, I guess for me and the band, we went out to Kansas City to play. Mm-hmm. And the place that booked us a hotel room for that night. So we drive, I think it was almost 8 hours out to Kansas City. We leave early so we could stop by the hotel and check in before we go to the venue. And we show up to this hotel, and it's one of those extended stay motels. Yeah. Where, people are there for 2, 3, 4 weeks, whatever. Yeah,
which is weird.
Yeah. And when we walk up, and, I've stayed in them before. They're not too bad if they're clean. But when you look around, you see welcome mats on the front of people's doors. And, there was like people taking chalk and drawing welcome in front of their door and stuff. And people were hanging out, like sitting in their lawn chairs, watching people walk by and stuff.
See that's the craziest thing.
Johnny.
That's the craziest fucking thing because
it's way worse than that.
Because in our hometown, every motel is an extended stay motel.
Because there's people who fucking, their wives get mad at them.
They just need to, like, there's this one called, like, the
one in Judah.
Like, that's what I'm talking about.
The one across from Johnny's.
There's this one in town. I think it's called like the Rosemont or something like that. It's just
across from the graveyard.
Yeah, the one across from the graveyard.
It's disgusting.
There's the one across from the graveyard. That's it. That's the one. And they call them motels, but you might as well call it a fucking apartment.
It's a faded turquoise. It hasn't been painted since the 90s.
Yeah, it's literally
that place probably the 80s, man.
Yeah. Just call them fucking apartments. That's all they are. Yeah. It's a 1-bedroom fucking apartment.
But you see shit like that and you're like, man, I bet that was crazy back in the day. Like, it used to probably be real nice and all this shit. But
probably.
How could a place across from a fucking graveyard be like awesome?
Yeah, I can't imagine it ever being that great. I don't know.
I have a phobia against like buying, like when we decide to buy a house, like living across from a graveyard. I got kind of a weird thing about that. I've seen too many like scary movies. I don't know, something come out of the fucking graveyard.
We live relatively close to that graveyard.
You get bad vibes or anything?
No. It's just way bad vibes from the meth heads that walk around that.
The ghosts can't cross the fucking iron.
Yeah. We're on the other side of the railroad track, so they can't cross over there. Yeah, so we're good.
But Cody Ikerd got hallow gravity. There's some Santeria shit underneath the dirt.
Drive by at 2 a.m. I'm out there with sage walking around my car and shit. No, we show up to that hotel and bad vibe already, and then we see these signs on the walls that say bi-weekly cleaning schedule, and I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be fun. So I walk up.
Bi-weekly.
Yeah, but I feel like if it's empty, it should have got clean.
You would think.
That's my work release program in prison. The bi-weekly maintenance man. The bi-weekly cleaning crew at a fucking motel.
Oh my god. And to check in, I had to walk up to this wall where I had a phone, and you had to call the operator. He was inside. And hopefully he would answer the phone and let you in. Well, luckily he let me in. He didn't let somebody else in that was trying to check in. But I got in there, got checked in, went up to my room. The other 2 band members, Willie and Grady, they went to their room. I walk in, smells like kush, straight up. Smells like weed. And I walk in, I look up under the bed, and there's like bed bug spray all over the place, like red stuff everywhere, towels laying in the corners and shit. I go and talk to Willie and Grady, and they're like, well, shit, there's blood spatter on our wall. Somebody was obviously in the bathroom tying off, and they sprayed up on the wall, and there was literally blood inside of their bathroom in there.
See, I thought Kansas City went that bad.
All right.
Which one of you guys made this fucking booking?
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't us. It was the venue.
The venue.
They're trying to fucking kill you.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, you ain't getting paid.
I told them I'm
this
sleeping in the fucking truck tonight. I don't give a shit. And, luckily they ended up making it right and getting us another place about an hour.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I was like, I ain't staying there and waking up to fucking fleas in the morning. It's going to be terrible.
That place never even heard of Yelp.
It was
That's
so
insane.
bad. It was so bad.
That's the only thing, like, extended stay motels and then pay by the hour. Like, pay by the hour. Those are the 2 worst ones.
That's crazy.
Why don't we find this a nice middle ground? Like, ugh.
That is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Like, it's like movie shit. It's like you're in the middle of the desert, extended stay hotel, nobody goes there, you know. It's like, fucking crime, like, a month ago.
That's
you know
the thing.
what I mean?
Like, I watched a Vice documentary about, like, extended stay motels, and I forget, they did one somewhere. I forget where it was. I think it was like in Florida or something like that. But, like, all the crazy people, like, people that just got out of jail, and they come in there, and then they steal everything off the walls and all that shit to pawn it. Mm-hmm. And then one guy...
It's like Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah. And then one guy, he went in there and he just kept shitting in his pants. He would just shit his pants and walk around and then, like, lay on the bed and then, like, sleep in it.
Well, if they got bi-weekly cleaning, where else is he supposed to shit?
That's true. But there was so much shit in his pants, he had to tie the bottom of his pants, like, duct tape it.
Why would he do
this?
This
was a
I
Vice
don't fucking
documentary.
know.
This was a Vice documentary?
Yes.
What?
I don't know.
This is what kind of Willy Wonka shit is this?
He was collecting it, I guess.
What the fuck?
He was collecting it.
Oh, my God.
He's doing a Violet Beauregard in his fucking pants.
He just filled his pants to where, and he just kept it in there. Like he was keeping it for, I don't know, a pillow later when he doesn't have a home anymore.
He's probably all methed out. He's like, I'm a human trash bag.
Oh, it feels good on my back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking insane, dude.
Never know when you're going to need to keep your shit.
That's crazy.
Jesus.
Man, that's insane.
We're going to freeze it and play with it like Cheyenne does. If you're not her own shit.
I was going to say, hold on.
Not her own shit.
No, we had a story, but this was last episode. So last week we talked about, because Cheyenne's family grew up, they were poor. So
just think Joe Dirt, but worse, like a family of them.
Yeah, like a family of Joe Dirt. So
freeze horse shit.
So
I mean, it was cold out. They didn't have to freeze it.
So essentially,
nature did it.
Essentially, when they would play outside in the wintertime, they didn't get to play outside in the summer, spring, and fall because they had like the garden.
They had to work.
Yeah, they had to work. So in this wintertime, that's when they get to play. And she's like, "Yeah, we played road apple baseball." We're like, "What the fuck?"
Baseball.
We're like, what the fuck is that? She's like, you take frozen horse shit, you get a 2x4, you swing it, you play road apple baseball. She's like, but you can't hold it too long or it'll melt.
Yeah, she's like, and when it thaws out, you just get another one. And I'm like, who's holding it long enough to let it thaw out?
God.
Why do you have it in your hand long enough for it to just get, like, back to shit? Back to mush. And then I was like, you're just like Joe Dirt. Like, it fell from space and now you're eating off of it.
The moral of this story is don't hold frozen shit too long. And don't stay in extended stay motels.
Yeah.
If your family,
particularly in Kansas City.
If your family's too cheap to buy you a baseball, get a new family. And I also said, like, what?
Play with a rock or
that's
something.
That's what I said.
Come on. Yeah,
I was like,
normal.
you don't have rocks? I was like, you're so poor you can't afford rocks. She did say they would throw rocks at each other, though.
Yeah, and she
Ball
said,
up some clay or some shit. Like, there's so many other options.
She also said if there was a rock in the yard, they get a whipping. So...
Because that means they were throwing rocks at each other. And that means Dad's going to whoop their ass because he goes to mow the lawn and going to hit a rock.
Yeah. Horse shit just gets
He's mowing the lawn in the middle of winter.
That's what I said. Apparently their dad.
It's like, well, when
they also told them that the semi-tires that bust on the side of the highways, those are alligators.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. What else did he
He's
know?
one of them guys. A big fish mentality, if you will.
What was it if you walked into something... If you walked in the mud, you grew or some bullshit.
He said if you walked around in the mud barefoot, your feet will grow.
homeboy's mom that just makes up all this shit. It doesn't make any sense.
I think I said that too.
Yeah. The medulla oblongata.
He literally looked at her and goes, "You're like Joe Dirt." It's fucking insane.
You're just trash, but like trash who made it.
Trash who can hold a job.
Yeah, trash who can hold a job.
That's fucking crazy. Oh man. So after that, you were so you only stayed one night, right?
Yeah, just one night.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a one night trip.
What'd the venue do to actually like help?
Well, they got us it turns out all the hotels in Kansas City were booked that night, so we had to get one that was about an hour east from where we were, which is back home. So
I feel like they didn't know about this place, and they were just like, "Oh, there's a hotel."
they probably didn't. Yeah, everything was booked, so they were just like, whatever the hell, we'll just get it.
Some Scooby Doo shit. It's just like, well,
I've
turns out everything's booked.
Yeah.
That's
I've stayed in some shit motels before. That one definitely took the blue.
That's the thing. Like, I heard Kansas City used to be nice, but I also heard it's getting scarier.
Yeah, I don't know. I was there for
know.
0.5 seconds, and that was it.
Ugh, that's insane.
Gross. Yeah. So we didn't get to the other hotel until like probably 2:30 in the morning, which was, I guess, 3:30 our time.
I guess it just goes to show, like, if you don't know the name of the hotel, probably be like, what about like Holiday Inn or La Quinta or something
with
like
some
that,
credentials.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Something that I recognize. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, anything else crazy happened over your summer? Just
not to that caliber, no. Just playing some cool private parties this year, which most of the private parties we played in the past have always been kind of a drag. Like, you show up and there's, a family just sitting around eating
Freebird!
Shit. And you're over there playing in their lawn just by yourselves and nobody's paying attention. But luckily it wasn't that bad this year.
I feel like if you're going to have a house party, it needs to be like a bash. Not just
Yeah, like the band's got to have fun too,
we showed up to this place we were supposed to play. It ended up getting rained out. But it was like a redneck Woodstock. It was in the middle of Worthington, Indiana, in the middle of nowhere. It was like a giant field. There had to have been probably 300-400 people there camping. They had campers and shit. They had this giant water slide that went down to the lake on top of this hill.
Damn.
It was crazy. And we show up and we pull up into the drive to get there, and there's this giant fence that was locked. So, they're blocking out incoming traffic so the people inside can just do whatever they want and not have to worry about shit. And this guy, walks up to the fence, and he's got this limp. He's got this arm that kind of, goes off to the side. And I look over at Willie, and I was like, we might be entering a murder movie right now. This is fucking insane. And I go up there, and I was like, hey, we're the band playing. Where do we go? And he's like, you got to follow the dirt road. I was like, all right. Okay, we'll see what happens here.
What kind of wrong turn bullshit is this?
That's like that dude. That's like that dude off the first Lord of the Rings movie. He goes... What the fucking gatekeeper in the fucking town in the first Lord of the Rings?
Speak your business.
Speak your business.
With his balls pouring outside.
Speak your business.
It would have been awesome, but there came a torrential downpour, and we ended up having to leave without playing.
It's a movie.
Oh yeah, our equipment got knocked over. Shit was insane.
The only thing was like if you just ran him over with a horse, because that's how he ended up dying.
Man. Great people though, great people.
Fuck.
They're always
it's gonna be a good time when that's the first guy you see.
That's
the first guy you see. You know it's gonna be a good time. I'd hate to see the people working the gate at the biker boogie.
Oh gosh,
I'm surprised they haven't asked you to play there.
I feel like those are the normal people. The ones at the gate at the boogie. Those are the normal people.
Those are just the security guards.
Yeah.
They got hired. They're external.
And once you get into it, then when you see it's
old man with a fucking chain around his dick walking a chicken.
It's
my mom. I've never been to the boogie before.
I don't want to go.
I haven't been either.
Well.
Maybe one time.
I would have liked to have seen it in the heyday when everybody was going. Skinner played and all that shit. That would
that would have been fucking great. Now it's just it's just an excuse to go and smoke meth.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I mean that, and then we had the
open place.
We had ICP's festival at the same place. And everybody's
like the devil coming into town.
Everybody's freaking
Dude,
out.
I saw him at the grocery store.
I saw him everywhere. I stopped at the gas station. I was just looking around. I'm like, well, what's out of place? Well, this group of people right here, because they definitely aren't from here. Yeah. And they all hopped in a big RV, and I was like, yeah, those are definitely ICP fans.
Listening to the shittiest music on earth. Yeah. Just the worst.
I remember, I saw him at the grocery store, and I was just like, Everybody else was looking at him, and I was like, oh, shit, that's the ICP people. And I was like, no way. And then I saw them. They were right in front of me. And they went to the lady at the grocery store. Yeah, the lady at the grocery store. It's, I feel like he used to be a man, and then he transitioned over, and now he's a woman now.
JC?
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
She's really cool. But she went in their line, and I was like, oh, that's ICP people. And I was like, I figured she might ask him, what's going on, but she probably knew. But, this dude had, it was spiked up fucking hair, and they looked like they came from a dungeon porn because they were chains and black leather and everything like that. And I was like,
were they throwing Faygo through the air?
No, I don't even know if they bought Faygo really.
Oh, they're not fucking real.
I feel like they just buy Faygo because it's cheap. And they're
What's
just
up with the Faygo thing?
They're full.
That's like their
Faygo
soda.
around.
That's like their
I didn't know
soda. ICP, it's Faygo's like their soda.
Like how country singers chug a beer. They just
you just need to start throwing around Big K soda everywhere. Yeah. It's Dr. Thunder.
they crack open Faygo and toss it around.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's their thing. Yeah,
big thing.
He's going to get some Sam's Choice soda.
Giant.
Mountain Lightning.
Giant. Getting jacked up, buddy.
Yeah. Giant waste of orange soda. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, old ICP. Definitely some characters.
Yeah, they're a family.
Yeah.
They're a family.
So were the Mansons.
So were the Mansons. Hey, you ain't got to be related. You just got to like each other.
Isn't that what family
If
is?
you listen to the same music while you're in a dark room somewhere, you're family.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Hopefully we don't get hate from the people who like ICP.
I think they like that people don't like them. Honestly, I think it's a thing.
Maybe. I watched a documentary about them too.
Was it a Vice documentary?
Probably.
How deep are these people into the music though? Are they just doing this to dress
It's
up?
like a culture.
Well, I did hear an article.
No,
They actually like the music?
Yeah, they do, but it's like a culture. It's kind of like I'm trying to think. I don't really know if there's one that's like ICP, but it's legit like a culture. It's I'm trying to think.
Juggalos.
Yeah, juggalos, but I'm trying to think.
They are literally it's literally what they are. You know how people back in the day were like, if it was Rolling Stones, it was fucking Rolling Stones.
Not the
you know what I
Beatles.
mean? Exactly. Yeah.
But who are these guys comparing to? I mean, is it ICP or who else?
They're their own fucking thing. This is
it's either you like it or you don't.
This is the Where's Waldo of life right here.
I'm trying to think. It's like a cultish type community, but it's not a cult. But it's like an occult following. I'm trying.
It's hardcore hip hop known as horrorcore. They literally invented it. So if you like horrorcore, then this band may be for you. Honestly, I seen an article a few years ago where these two ICP fans were hanging out with this other dude who was an ICP fan, and he got the hatchet guy tattooed on him, and they didn't think he was a diehard ICP fan, so they cut it out of his arm.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's kind of like a biker gang of music. Kind of like that.
Yeah, it's like
that's their logo. You've probably seen that.
Yeah, you've probably seen this, the Hatchet logo.
Yeah.
If you see that, you're in front of the grocery store with a real psychopath. This dude could go off any minute. Yeah, I would say it's some kind of cult. They could, if they totally.
It's like you know how people are diehard sports fans. These are people, but it's for insane clown posse.
I feel like if ICP
they buy the merch, they wear the shit, they paint their face, they fucking. Yeah.
I feel like if they legitimately just turned around one day and said, "Kill all of this type of people," that shit might happen. You know what I mean?
Or they might find Jesus, and it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could.
And then it becomes a church.
Jesus don't like clowns.
I mean,
Jesus invented clowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're doing the chicken before the egg thing. Come on now. Clowns definitely existed way before Jesus.
I don't know about that.
I fucking, well, I don't know. I don't know the history of clowns.
I mean, you gotta think,
John Wayne Gacy? Pretty decent clown.
Who are the people that would make the king laugh? What
Jester?
Jester.
That was after
would be
Jesus.
I think that was
after Jesus.
I think that was more of a comedian, the first comedian.
Nah.
Yeah, that was after Jesus. I'm pretty sure. I don't know timelines.
Yeah. I just like to believe that Jesus made everything. So
yeah, he made this microphone.
Pretty sure he made this crystal too.
Yeah,
he made the VLT machines.
Yeah, he did.
What the fuck? A BLT machine?
VLT.
What's that?
Video lottery.
Episode of Trailer Park Boys. He's like a dog.
I feel like you've been watching Trailer Park Boys. This
No,
is the second time
I've been watching it for like 10 years now.
Okay, I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's just not a
repeat.
I know, but I just keep getting the same references. It's either The Office, Trailer Park Boys, or It's Always Sunny. It's a constant rotation.
His is like the 5th time on Bob's Burgers. That's what it is.
It's more like 8.
8?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's just like a background thing. Like everybody plays The Office for like a background thing.
Yeah.
Mine's Bob's Burgers. It's different.
Yeah. I mean, I do use like Bob's Burgers references and fucking Trailer Park Boys references, stuff like that. Oh, man.
Saw they have a TikTok. It's pretty funny too.
Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually, Letterkenny. We got into Letterkenny and watched all that. That's actually
pretty
a
good.
pretty funny show too.
Which I didn't even know how old it was. It's pretty old.
It's new.
No, it came out, I think it was about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The newest season.
They already have like 9 seasons though.
They're like half seasons though.
Yeah. No, it's actually only 5 or 6 seasons. But the last one just came out in 2020. So I think they're going to come out with a new one.
Well, now they have a cartoon.
Yeah.
But each season's like 7 or 8 episodes. And
Yeah, it's not
they
that
go from
long.
like spring to winter to spring to winter.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's Canada. They only have 2 seasons, spring, winter. That's literally it. It never gets warm enough for summer. No. Actually, this year in Canada, it was like 95, and everybody was like freaking the fuck out because they thought they were going to die of heat stroke. I mean, it's Canada.
Probably about did.
You don't expect it to be like, it's like the beaches of Canada. It's 95 degrees out here. Nobody can go to the beach.
Jeez.
You know it's fucking bad then. You know it's really bad if people are like freaking the fuck out. And then when it like snows in Texas, everybody's like, "Oh my god,
I'm gonna crash my car.
We can't fucking drive for a week."
That's the thing. That was this past winter. It snowed, and then like everybody's pipes run above ground, so everything froze. And then you saw people with hair dryers and shit.
They had to ship snow plows down there.
Yeah,
and I was just like, can't you just like have some in a fucking warehouse somewhere just for safety?
2 days.
Yeah.
They spent all that time doing that, and it lasted 2 days and was done.
But I was like, can't you just like have some in a warehouse somewhere just for safekeeping? Just have some old boy start it once a year just to get the fucking gas and oil going in it, and then just turn it back off like snow plows and shit. Just have some in a warehouse.
I feel like that warehouse has too many Texas flags in it. And it doesn't allow
they can't fit the trucks in there. There's too many flags.
Their stock of Texas flags.
I mean, that reminds me of
the only people I know that care about their fucking state's flag is Texas. I don't know anybody else.
I know the Indiana
Canada,
flag.
but that's
The
like
Indiana,
a nation's flag.
I mean, that's a country.
The Indiana flag's it's like that blue torch.
It's got fucking it's got a torch on it.
I don't know anybody's just like
it's like the Olympic torch or whatever.
I don't know anybody's just like
Nobody care about that.
That flag of Indiana is so great.
Nobody has pride at really living in Indiana though.
No,
We're
that's
just
true.
here.
No.
We're just existing in
We're
this
Hoosiers.
area.
We don't even know what that is. Actually,
Nobody knows
we
what that
do
is.
know what Hoosiers are now. We know they're fucking dumbasses. That's what it said. It said they're fucking idiots.
They're like on the lower tier of hillbilly. You got hillbillies up here, and Hoosiers are like way
I
down
forget
there.
the exact definition, but it was like slow.
It said we read the original poem that it came from in the 1800s. The word Hoosier. He's like, the guy said, behold, I found a Hoosier's nest. And it literally said that they weren't smart.
Well, obviously they're living in a nest. I mean,
yeah, it was like a cabin, and it just talked about the dogs by the fire, the person made food, and there was guns and deer skins hanging everywhere.
He wrote a poem about somebody.
all right.
Like he was traveling across the country or whatever.
He said it was Hoosieroon. He called them a bunch of Hoosieroons, and we looked up the definition of Hoosieroon, and it says somebody's not smart.
Yeah.
So I was like, so we're fucking cabin living morons. We're dumbasses.
But we're hospitable.
We're hospitable.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey.
We can cook you dinner.
Yeah, stupid people can be pretty nice sometimes.
I hear you.
Yeah, we're hospitable idiots.
We are. Hey, we got astronauts and basketball players.
Yeah.
We have
Well,
three.
one astronaut just burned up in a training exercise.
He wasn't from Indiana, was
He went.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, fuck.
He was Grissom.
He went to space.
What?
Guy, he went to space.
Yeah.
He went to space one time, though, right?
I mean, yeah, technically.
I feel like if you get
I mean, his body, but then his soul went wherever else it goes because he didn't come back down.
Well, no, I know it was a training exercise like on the ground.
Yeah, it was the Apollo. He went to space.
Yeah, but I think he died in a training exercise where it got over oxygenated inside of his cabin and like it combusted.
I thought it was on the way back.
Up
I thought it was on the way back down.
I don't know. I gotta go.
I could be wrong.
I guess I gotta go to the Spring Mill and go to the museum again.
Yeah.
No, I'm
down
pretty
to the
sure
mill.
That's the only information you get from
Go
it.
down to the old mill.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he died like on his way back to Earth.
You could be right. I just know he burned up.
United States Air Force pilot, member of the Mercury 7 selection by National Aeronautics and Space Administration as Project Mercury astronauts to be the first Americans in outer space. So he's one of the first Americans in outer space. That's when the crew cut was big.
Oh yeah.
He was a Project Gemini and Apollo program astronaut as a member of the NASA Astronaut Corps. Grissom was the second American to fly in space. He was also the second American to fly in space twice, preceded only by Joe Walker and his suborbital X-15 flights.
So how did he die?
Death right there. Death and legacy.
So before Apollo 1's planned launch on February 1967, the command module interior... Okay, so he did die on
Pre-launch test.
Yep.
Damn.
That's when you just like don't put anybody in it. Like put the little crap.
Like Elon Musk, dude. He didn't send no fucking nobody up there. He's just like, we're going to launch this thing and see
He
what
put
the
a
fuck
fucking
happens.
Tesla in space.
Yeah, we're just going to launch this fucking thing up here and see what happens. And then it blew up. And then he's like, all right, we'll try again.
Yeah, that was 67. I mean, they didn't have any of that automated stuff.
No, they had more time to think about it, though. Come on, guys. Damn it, we lost a great one. He was from Mitchell.
Could women even vote back then?
No. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I have no idea. We have 3 astronauts and 1 good high school basketball player. 1 good high school basketball player.
Let's not undermine the legacy of Mr. Damon Bailey. Come on now.
Undermine?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like people still hold on to that shit though.
Hell yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Why though?
Why?
Yeah.
Because we're fucking great, damn it. I don't know.
I don't know either.
We're
Because
not
we don't have
supposed
any.
to get it.
We don't have
supposed to
anything
make
else to
sense.
hold on to. I guess
It's not supposed to make sense. It's small town shit, okay?
Oh, yeah.
People
Damon
probably...
Bailey Court. That's what it's all about.
Well, there's a warehouse industry somewhere in there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
There's probably old people... There was probably old people that were old when we were in playing football, and they're like, I remember when you boys beat them other teams. And
Columbus East.
Yeah, you guys got a good season. I remember when you boys went undefeated all 3 freshman years. And I'm like, good, because I don't. I mean...
That's like when we beat Bloomington South. They hadn't done it in like 30 years. They're like,
Think about it, though. 30
but
years.
then you see all the people come up to you. And they're just like, good job. Couldn't beat them then. We can beat them now. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This was 30 years ago.
And also, think about it now, though. It has been, 10 years since we graduated. Think about it now. Do you think anybody really gives a fuck? Honestly?
No, we're supposed to have a class reunion on Saturday, actually.
Really?
I never got anything about it. I just randomly saw it on Facebook, and I was like, I ain't going to that shit. No way.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to mine, but I know people who are going to go when we...
I don't know anybody that's going. I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Probably because it's people who don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be your class president who's supposed to organize it.
I don't even know who our
It's
class
supposed to
president
Who the hell that
was.
is?
Who was the class president?
I think it was Nathan. I think that's who it was.
Oh, well, I don't give a fuck about that guy.
I haven't seen him in a long time.
I haven't seen anybody in a long time.
Yeah.
I've seen the same group of people within 5 years of graduating and like going through college, and then I haven't seen them in like years.
Yeah.
Honestly, the people that I'm probably meant to see and hang out with are the people that I hang out with and I see regularly. It's
Yeah.
one of those things. You know what I mean? I mean, there's too many people in this world to really fucking hang out with everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, hey, how you been lately? Oh, good. Hey, we should hang out sometime. Okay, whatever. And then you make plans and then...
See you in 6 years.
Yeah.
see you at the next high school reunion. That's literally it. I think you should go.
No.
I think it'd be fun.
Nope.
Where's it at?
It is at the Otis Park band shell.
Oh,
So I guess we're just going to sit there in that little concrete pad and just mingle.
Wait, when did you say it is?
This Saturday.
Fuck that.
Don't they have like booze at this
That's
stuff?
outside.
No
What?
booze. It's like kid friendly and all this shit. And I'm like,
Fuck that.
Have it at a casino.
What?
I'm supposed
cool.
to come around and like have a nice afternoon with people I haven't seen in 10 years. Like, I don't know.
Have a nice afternoon.
That's what it's supposed to be. It's like to hang out and have a nice afternoon.
Surprised I didn't ask you to play.
Oh, I would no.
Do you mind playing this?
Oh.
I'm surprised they haven't asked you to play like prom or homecoming or something.
No, I would never do that because I saw Clayton Anderson play at our homecoming back in high school, and everybody hated it.
It was
and
shit.
I was like, no high school students want to listen to bands
Everybody
anymore.
did hate it.
We didn't want to listen to a band back then, so
No.
why would I put myself in that
Like,
situation?
where's the fucking DJ?
Yeah.
I want to hear
They
some.
want to hear the 30-second TikTok songs just...
I want to hear
Yeah,
some
there
fucking
you go.
boots with the fur, man.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
Give me some
Yin
window.
Yang Twins.
Give me some window to the wall, goddammit. Yeah, I remember that, and it was like 2 hours of just like nobody gave a fuck, and everybody just talked over the music.
Yeah.
It was like, what's he saying?
Cool idea, but it just doesn't fly, and it
Yeah.
didn't fly when we were in school.
I think it was one of those things where it's like, oh, Clayton Anderson, he's from Olynyk. Like, woo! A guy that's making it, it's just like, you're 17. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, this guy right here. Half the people probably don't give a fuck, but the people that do, that's all that really matters. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Well, we're happy for you. Happy you made it out of that fucking crack motel. Jesus.
no shit.
Yeah.
With no fucking STDs.
Yeah, it came out clean.
You would definitely get something from the toilet seat now.
Did you walk in? So when you're in that actual room, did you walk in kind of... Because when we go to a hotel, we do check underneath the mattress and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, first
to.
thing.
Yeah.
Like, did you do anything else? Like, you just seen that and you're like...
I changed clothes and I walked out and never walked back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
God, that's crazy.
It is
Blood
nasty.
on the wall.
Yeah.
Jesus. I hope that never happens to me. That's insane.
What, blood on the wall?
No, be in that situation. I've been in a couple...
Well, it sucks because I didn't know if we were even going to get another hotel room. So
That's
it was
right.
like, I'm either going to be driving, 2 hours after the show to find something, or we're going to have to stay in this shithole, and I'm not staying there, so...
You guys need one of those
You
minivans.
don't sleep standing up.
Yeah.
You guys need one of those traveler vans. With like the weird
The sprinters.
Yeah, with like the weird curtains on the windows.
Yeah.
Or like an old Astro van.
Yeah, old ass.
Couldn't haul the old trailer, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah. That's
I don't
funny.
know. Some of them got a V8 in it.
That it's weird. Like all the vans back in like the 90s had like trailer hitches and like tow packages on them, but like, fuck, you gonna carry?
Yeah, they put those balls like right on top of the back fender.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I put a trailer on there, the whole fender's just going to fall and buckle. It's
Yeah.
not even worth it.
Yeah, I've seen so many of those. I seen in college there was a Geo Metro with a ball hitch. I was like, what are you supposed to be hauling? Is it
Like those cars in Bedford, they got the back half of trucks. They just like, hitch it onto the back and drive around town.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely. Well, it's redneck ingenuity. I'm telling you, rednecks are inventing shit all the time. Like, I bet that, like portable bidet, I bet a redneck invented that. You just plug it in the back of the toilet.
That's a good
There you
idea.
go.
I don't feel like it was.
We could sell Road Apple Baseball.
Sure.
We could. I'm
Easy.
telling you.
Twin packs of frozen horse shit.
Yeah.
Send it to your door like they send frozen pizza.
I bet you any fucking amount of money people buy Road Apple Baseball.
Frozen horse shit.
Hey guys, you want to see how the poor kids play? It's like that like black and white film off of dodgeball. It's like, here's how you play the game of dodgeball.
I guess we
Same
could.
thing, but with Road Apple Baseball.
We could though. I mean, you know how you can buy like the owl vomit, like whenever after they eat something they vomit out like the fur and all the little bones and shit.
That's for science. That's not for like entertainment.
Shit
It
science.
doesn't matter.
People buy it, freeze it. What did this horse eat? It looks like grass. You either get grass or you get straw.
Yeah, we
A
could.
little apple core in there every once in a while.
You better get on it before the Amish do. They might just take over that whole niche, you know.
It's like
Road apple
every
baseball.
set comes custom with 2 official Road Apple baseballs and 1 official Road Apple baseball 2x4.
One non-official broom handle.
This was my grandma's, but she said I could borrow it so I could sell it to you. Fucking hilarious.
Somebody would buy frozen shit though.
It's coming
But like from a TikTok star though.
Yeah.
Like TikTok.
OnlyFans.
Yeah,
or something.
OnlyFans.
If we reach out to a TikTok star and be like, hey, weird idea. Road Apple baseball. They're like, what the fuck's Road Apple? We're like, horseshit. It sells itself, dude. It's biodegradable. It's recyclable. You can compost it. You can use the wood to help build you part of a house. I mean, just one plank, but you know what I mean?
2x4.
I'd rather would have slept under a 2x4 in that fucking motel you went to. Just hold this some bitch over your head. I was probably going to hear gunshots that night sleeping in the parking lot damn near.
Yeah, well, we weren't there very long. We were there
okay.
for maybe like 20
That's
minutes. I was like, let's get the fuck out of here.
It's like, hey, what kind of fucking shit you got us staying at?
Yeah.
That's insane, dude. I went to, like, I have some stories about, like, when I was delivering pizzas for a summer job at Marco's, I've got stories where a lot of times it's people from, like, out of town staying in a hotel. So you go to a hotel almost every shift, at least once. It was all the hotels everywhere. Like, I went to the Rosemont. I went to, like, the Super 8, the Holiday. I went to all of them. And this one time I went to the Super 8 and I found the hotel room and I knocked on the door and the dude answered the door. And all I seen is this bigger guy and he had a shirt on, but it was like a super long shirt. And all I seen was the shirt. Like I look down and I see the shirt and legs, it's like bare legs and socks. I was like, this dude's either wearing underwear or like his dick's about to flop out right now. Like if he lifts his arm up, like the head of his dick's gonna pop out from underneath his shirt. It was weird, and you know when somebody opens,
you know
the door,
what he's doing in there too. You know what he's doing.
Well, I seen this old lady laying on the bed. Like, is that
Pizza?
Is that the pizza?
Pizza and fucking.
Yeah, he's like, is that the pizza?
The liquor and pizza party.
No, seriously, that's what I heard. She was like laying on the bed. She's like, is that the pizza? My guess, ma'am. No, I didn't really say that, but no, that's all I see. And you know when you're knocking on somebody's door, like unless you know who they are, you're not gonna look them right in the fucking face.
Did he wink at you?
No. No, he was kind of like holding himself up at the same time. And just I don't know what happened before that, but let's just say if they give you a time frame of 30 minutes, get your shit done before that.
No shit.
You know what I mean?
I feel like he was exhausted because she just fucking drained his balls.
Order the pizza after your wife pegs you. You know, come on.
No, here's the weird thing is, I mean, it's like okay, so hotel lobbies are super weird now because like it's like the lobby and the first fucking rooms are like right there, like they're in the lobby and they were like 3 doors away from the lobby. I was like, anything that happened, everybody out here heard it, so they're way worse off than I am.
Oh, pepperoni.
Did you get mushrooms? That was fun. Yeah, I delivered to the Rosemont one time. That was a little weird. This one guy, I think it was my first day on the job, and because it was like during the summer, so it was hot as shit out. 1, 2, you gotta hurry the fuck up and get the pizza there. It was like one of my first deliveries, and I show up to a housing addition, and I get there, knock on the door, and he goes, "That my pizza?" I'm like, the fuck do you think? I'm like, I got a fucking hat. I got the fucking heated bag.
So he's like across the room.
I got the fucking sign on my vehicle. What are you talking about?
So he answered the door? Was it through the door?
Yeah. The dude was talking to me.
Well, how the fuck did he know?
Huh?
How did he know?
He answered the door and looked me right in the fucking face and goes, "That my pizza." I'm like, the fuck do you thought? I'm selling Bibles.
I thought he did.
What are you talking about?
I thought he did it through the fucking door.
No.
Like, is that the pizza guy?
No, he looked right at me in the face. And he goes, "Where's my 2-liter?" I'm like, fuck. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
You got water in this bitch?
I didn't see that dude twice then?
Yeah, it was fucking embarrassing. Man. Yeah, it was fucking embarrassing.
I would have given him the 5 and said, just take it.
Yeah.
Go get your own 2-liter.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. No, some people, see, here's the thing. Some people went through a fit about that. Be like, or 2-liter. I'm like, dude, fuck gas station's right there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just walk your fucking happy ass down there.
He's got to put his pants on for that.
God damn.
That's your job.
Heaven forbid I gotta put my fucking pants on
You're
to do something around here.
supposed to bring it to him, pizza boy.
God damn it. God damn it, Ethel. Why the fuck do I gotta put my pants on every time? I just got home.
I paid $2.99 for a 2-liter so you could bring it to me.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
You gotta remember next time.
And this one dude, I don't even know if I ever told all these stories on here, but this one guy, pulled up and I looked at the address and I was like, ain't no fucking way nobody lives here. Ain't no fucking way anybody lives here. So I go around the block and I put it back in the GPS, go around the block, right at the same spot. I was like, God damn, somebody lives here. I had no idea somebody lived there. And I'm like sitting there looking at it, just making sure that this is the right address. And I look over and the dude's like got his head picked up the fucking door like that. So I was like, well, I guess somebody does live here. So I walk out and I go up. He goes, and he asked how I was doing. I was like, hey, good. It's this amount. And he goes, okay. And he's like, goes to get his wallet. So he turns around and goes to get his wallet off the table or something. He comes back.
The fucking Harry Potter guy.
No, it's not Harry Potter.
Lord of the Rings?
No, hold on.
Pirates of the Caribbean. It was one of the shitty trilogies.
Yeah, so he goes, Pirates of the Caribbean is a pretty good trilogy.
So was Lord of the Rings. I mean, come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Technically,
Lord of the Rings, highest selling trilogy ever.
Oh,
technically
man,
Pirates of the
you can't talk shit
Caribbean
about
isn't
that.
a trilogy, so
No.
It's
Fuck Johnny
it's
Depp.
a series, whatever. Anyway, so he goes like, give me the money or whatever. And he hands me the money and I'm handing his pizza and then he stops. It's doing like one of those halfway things. Like I'm handing it to him and then I go to hand it to him and he like pushes it back, like doesn't take it and shit. And
what the fuck?
so we're like meeting in the middle, you know what I mean? Like if you go to hand somebody something and like if you're holding it
So
back,
you're like this and he's like,
he just like stops. He like stops.
he's like the guy who answered the fucking gate at the fucking Red Dead.
Yeah.
He was like this, he's like, hand it to me.
Speak your business.
Speak your business.
So anyway, he stops and I finally let go of the box after a couple
That's
seconds.
when you go here, bitch, and shove it in his fucking chest.
And then he goes, have you seen the Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh
And
my
I go,
God.
yeah, they're pretty good movies. He goes, you know that, well, what's her name? That girl on there. I can't, well, damn it, what's her name? I was like, is it Keira Knightley? He's like, yeah, you know what? She got a flat chest. He just did that. He just, I'm like, yeah.
God. What did this guy look like?
Like he came off of a fucking Ratatouille movie. It was fucking weird, dude. If you take the dude from Lord of the Rings, the Speak Your Business guy,
And Danny DeVito. I feel like that's
do the Speak Your Business guy and do like the skinny ICP looking dude. Like mash them two fucking things together is weird.
So is this a skinny old guy?
With face paint?
No. Not with face
I'm sure he'd be a big fat guy.
face paint. If he had face paint on, I'll leave that fucking thing at the door and be like, I'll just take this out of my tips. I ain't doing this face paint shit. No, he looked like he looked like a real creep. Like an Indiana Jeffrey Dahmer, some might say. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, it was very interesting. So I got the hell out of there really quick.
Seems like a good guy.
Seems like a guy you definitely want babysit your kids.
No.
Yeah, the house, I mean, it had like trash bags over the windows. It had like no windows, just trash bags over the windows. So I was like, there ain't no fucking way nobody
You
lives
can't
here.
beat off the Pirates of the Caribbean in the fucking sunlight. It's got to be dark.
It's gonna be total darkness.
Yeah, gotta be. You couldn't see shit in that house either. Like, it was just like,
He's watching Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's
got
have
to set the fucking mood.
He's got a 65-inch TV in there. He wants the lights off so he can see everything.
And are you one of those people that, like, if you guys are watching a movie, like, you turn all the fucking lights off, doesn't matter if it's the middle of the day or
It
nothing?
depends.
Depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like I think sometimes she'll want to, like, turn all the lights off. I'm like, what the fuck you turn all the lights off for? I don't want to watch the movie in the fucking dark.
I do.
I do, yeah.
I don't.
If it's like a scary movie or something, turn them bitches off.
That's
Fuck that.
Like, I barely turn my lights on unless I need to see. Like, if I'm watching TV, I just go by the light of the TV.
If it's a scary movie, fuck that, dude. I'm having all the lights on.
Why?
I don't care. Fuck that. Makes it less scary.
What?
I'm not into scary movies.
Oh, come
What's
on.
a scary movie, though?
Ouija.
No, it's not.
It's scary because it's real.
It's not real.
Ouija is like a real thing.
I will say that the demonic, spiritual, scary movies are scarier than like a traditional murder movie just because I grew up on Halloween and all that shit. But
I think Wizard of Oz is pretty creepy. I don't think it's scary.
The old one?
Yeah, but I mean...
I think it's creepy.
The 40s one?
Yeah, it freaks me out.
Why?
Could you watch that with the lights off?
Because monkeys have wings?
I could watch it. It just creeps me out. It's not my preferred. I'm not gonna be like, you know what I want to watch today? Wizard of Oz.
I laugh at that shit. It's funny.
I don't know. Like, I'm in, but I'll watch true crime documentaries.
You can't tell me when them little dudes are like, and shit, fucking all happy. You've never seen like a tiny person that happy.
It freaks. I think it. Not the little people part freaks me out. Just the movie itself. It's just a little weird. I don't know. It's weird.
The pedophile trees.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
The pedophile trees. Were they like?
Well, rewatch it and be like, and then you can message me and be like, you know what? This is a little weird.
I told you I watched it the other day, and I didn't start it until like 11:30, and I didn't go to bed till like 3:30 at night. And I started it.
The new It movie?
No, the old one.
Oh, the old one.
Yeah, I can watch the.
I laughed.
The old ones.
Yeah, the new ones are terrible.
The old one's not scary. I can watch it.
It's not scary. That's what I mean. I thought it was funny because he's like when you think about it, because it shows it in the new one, like he gets his arm ripped off, but you don't know that. You don't know Georgie gets his arm ripped off unless you read the books from the first one.
I heard the books are fucked up.
They are. But like when he's
if you don't want to sleep at night, read a Stephen King book.
But when he's down there in the cellar, he's like, dude, Georgie, you want your boat? You gotta get your boat back. And he's like, I don't talk to strangers. He's like, well, I'm Pennywise. And he's like,
you know why? Because in the fucking 80s, you couldn't rip a kid's fucking arm off.
Wow.
Especially around a cute little raincoat. You couldn't do that either.
I don't know. I was dying laughing when they started talking about it.
I'm surprised Stephen King doesn't have, like, PTSD from, like, his own shit.
He does.
Does he?
I guarantee
he has to.
If you come up with all that stuff, you have to be fucked.
Have you seen his house in Maine?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went there
in
June. Yeah, it was cool as shit.
I think it's creepy.
I mean, it's creepy, but it's
okay.
I like it.
So, Jake Rubel, our comedian friend who was on here a few weeks ago, he went to the Outsider's house in Oklahoma after a show out there. He said it was pretty cool, too. Like, he got to... he was forced into holding the cake and the beer that Emilio Estevez held while he was watching TV. The guy kind of forced him into it. Even that scene, like...
It's been a while.
Emilio Estevez, it's like towards the beginning of the movie, isn't it? Like Emilio Estevez comes into the house.
It's right before they go. It's right before they get ready to rumble or whatever.
Yeah, Emilio Estevez comes into the house and he's like, "Oh, chocolate cake!" He grabs a whole chocolate cake and starts fucking eating it in front of the TV with a beer. But anyway, he went to that house and took pictures around there, and he had a story about like the guy that runs it or whatever that owns it, like kind of forced him into taking pictures. He's like, "No, it's okay."
Yeah, because they expect you to pay him after that.
He didn't have to pay. He didn't have to pay.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah,
but like you guys watch that show Shameless?
No.
It takes place in South Chicago.
I've seen like an episode.
Yeah. Well, I actually went to that house, the red one and the main one that they live in. They shoot scenes there and shit. Yeah. And I walked up and it was a crazy area. But this guy was like, "Yeah, if you want any pictures, you can sit on the front porch and I'll take it for you, but you got to like tip us money for it and stuff. But I can take you around back and walk around here." I was like, "Dude, I'm good from the sidewalk. Just I'm not trying to get any pictures here with me in them. I actually want to look at them maybe after I leave here." So yeah, I was there for like 5 minutes. I was like, "All right, I'm gone."
So you said it was a pretty rough area?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've never seen that. I've never seen that type of a city like that before.
Really?
Like where you get off the interstate and like, it's like Mexico. You see like billboards in Spanish, just everywhere. And then you go down a block and then it's African American people. And then you go over here and then it's white people. And it's just like, God, it really is. You don't understand how segregated those inner cities are and stuff like that.
See, I've never been to that part of Chicago. I've been like downtown, but like kind of a nicer part of Chicago.
Yeah, this was...
Yeah, Chicago, I mean, Chicago's...
It's a giant city.
Yeah, it's a giant city. It's pretty fucking rough, too. Yeah. So, I mean, it's I think it's the Myrtle capital of the world now. But, yeah, I mean, it's Chicago. It's like historic and it's nice, and that's like when we went to Cincinnati this past winter for a vacation. Like you don't think Cincinnati's fucking that big, but Cincinnati's huge. I mean, we would go like on a brewery trip. It took us 30 minutes to get to one of these.
Yeah,
but it's like over the Rhine right there by the river. It's at the bottom, and you drive uphill to get to the fucking rest, and it's super weird because it's like. Everything cascades down here, and like all the burbs are up here, and it's massive. It's absolutely massive. And when we were staying in over the Rhine neighborhood downtown, and historic, like people today, like locals, still don't want to live there because once you cross a certain road, does get pretty rough. So like you do walk around, it's like stay on this side.
right.
I'm like okay, but people now, like it's up and coming now, but people now, and it's been. Like 30 or 40 years, they still won't move there yet, essentially. But it's becoming a lot cooler, and we felt fine. We didn't.
Well, even just the architecture and shit like that. It looks way different than bumfuck Indiana where we're from.
Yeah,
you know, it's just like I've never seen any of this before.
The only thing that has like some kind of history like that is Madison. Madison has a lot of that French and European architecture, so that actually. Is like the closest thing you're gonna get to Cincinnati, but it's one fucking road. Cincinnati's the largest continuous like neighborhood like that in the United States, which is it's pretty crazy. But yeah, it's definitely Indiana's Indiana. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All we got is like, well, I mean. Gary's pretty fucking rough.
Yeah, but you go to Indianapolis and it's like there's not really anything there that makes it stand out from another city that you see.
No, it's just a city.
I mean, the closest place we could go to for like, you know, because Chicago was like, that's what it was. It was like mob territory and like it boomed in like the 50s, 40s and 50s. So it's just kind of, they tried to keep it like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you ever want to dive into something like that, Chicago
it's like Indiana, it's like Chicago. It's known for all this. It's so historic. Cincinnati, it's this historic. It's like Indiana. We got some pretty cool like state parks and shit. You know, you know what I mean? Like it's like when we went to the Bahamas. We're like we stopped at our first port, and it was I forget what it was called, and we stopped there, and I was like, oh cool, let's just go hang out. I was like, I wonder what this is known for. Like in our itinerary, it says like because we were going to Nassau. It's like James Bond movies. It's you know, this, and this. I was like, that's really cool. And then we looked at our first stop, and it was like, known for its national park. And I was like, well, this place is going to fucking suck.
And the national park was like 5 minutes away, but we never went to it. Because the thing was like, people get robbed out there a lot.
Yeah, it's just like, come to our national park. We're like, well, we know where you're going to go.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Maine. I mean, the whole north part of the state is basically Acadia National Park.
Yeah.
Which, you know, there, it's beautiful. Everything's awesome out there. But, you know, it's not like going to Spring Mill. Like, you know, I don't really care about your park at that point.
Right.
I do like Spring Mill, though.
Yeah. Spring Mill is a pretty decent park.
Yeah, I go down there and run quite a bit. But.
And then, like, back in the day when we were kids, they had that snack stand open. That was like the fucking...
The horses, they had the... didn't they have a little dirt track race for mountain bikes and stuff?
Yeah, that was like the bee's knees back in the day. You go down there and get some rock candy and all kinds of shit.
Bit by a horsefly, you know?
Yep.
All you see is the fucking raccoons begging for crackers.
They didn't even open the pool this year.
Really?
Nobody wanted to work.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then they took down the bridge that could go into the cave. Well, let's be honest. That bridge was fucking dangerous.
Twin Caves?
Yeah. Let's be fucking honest. That bridge was dangerous as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they took it down, and now you can barely walk back in the cave. If you had like water shoes on, you could kind of walk back there. But they used to talk about, there's blind fish in here. Ain't no fucking fish in there now. The fucking water is like ankle deep. Back when we were kids, it was really deep. Everything sucks now.
What happened to it though?
What happened?
I haven't been there.
Maybe
in
it wasn't that deep.
Maybe it wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought they used to take like boats back there and shit, but maybe
they did
not.
in Twin Caves, but I don't think it was right there at the entrance. I think you had to walk in. And then
you had to actually walk in. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was bigger back then. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe shit. Now I will say that like kids toys way fucking cooler now. Way cooler. Like the little RC cars that you can drive, like the pedal cars that you can drive around. You got fucking radios and shit in them. You can listen to fucking like the country station or whatever your local radio station was like.
Why the fuck didn't we have that?
My 1-year-old niece got this like Mercedes car that she could be pushed around in. It's got like lights and shit on the rims and underneath. It's got a USB plug-in. It's got an aux cord plug-in.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm like, what the hell is this shit? Like, I've never seen this before. It had a little horn on there. It was crazy.
Insane.
Yeah.
It was like 10
She hated it.
I got a 2020.
Yeah, she was like,
I got a 2020 car and just now got a USB.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. We just, it was like 10 years ago, somebody's kid had like a tractor with an automatic, you can like work the bucket and work the backhoe. I was like, what the fuck?
Jeez.
We had a busted ass red Jeep that both of our fat asses had to fit in right around in. All it was a battery underneath the fucking hood of that thing.
Yeah.
You hook up the 2 cables and there you fucking
That
go.
little Jeep thing, yeah, I had one of those.
That's insane, dude. Yeah, it's so cool. They got
Crazy.
USBs, fucking AC in them and shit, all kinds of stuff.
Guarantee it.
Some kids nowadays have nicer phones than we do.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to get my kid a phone. Nope. Not going to happen. My kid's going to have to ride the bus till they're 18. That's actually what Cheyenne did. So Cheyenne grew up. She's like, I rode the bus till I was 18. I was like, why? She's like, damn it, we were poor. I didn't have a car. And so after she graduated, for her graduation present, she got a busted ass 2003 Cadillac DeVille 4-door. And that was her graduation present when she was 18. Yep. And she drove that until about a year ago.
She installed one of those things on there that driving ranges have, where you drive down the road and it picks up the golf balls, except she's picking up fucking horse turds.
No, they didn't have a catalytic converter on it, though.
It did?
No, it did, and then it something happened to it.
Crackhead stole it.
Yeah. And then her brother, I think her brother took it. Or I think her brother...
The converter or the car?
The converter. I think her brother took the catalytic converter off and probably pawned it. So, I mean, it was loud as shit. Then when we first started dating, she had it. And she's like, I ain't driving your truck. I was like, you drive a fucking truck. I was like, what are you talking about?
It's just lower.
I was like, you drive a truck. It's just lower to the fucking ground. I drove that thing. And I was like, why do you drive so fast? She's like, it's the V8. I was like, that's not a fucking excuse.
It's the V8.
Seriously. She's like, it's got a V8 in it. I was like, oh, does it? And I was like, I just kind of accepted it for a minute. And I was like, that doesn't fucking work. I was like, you don't drive fast and be like, it's got a V8 in it. That's why I drive fast. I'm like, that's stupid. That's dumb.
See, I knew somebody's grandpa who had one, and I think his was like a 2007, which that's when they got kind of a little fancier, and they got like, it was like more triangle tail lights, so they had more of a point on them, and they got a little bit sleeker, less boatish, and
This thing was a fucking boat.
like, you have to be old to drive one though. Like, his average mile per hour was 8 miles per hour.
Oh.
Average mile per hour was 8.
Cheyenne would have to change. She would have to put more oil in it once a week. Because it just had like a slow leak. Oh, it might have been more than a slow leak if you got to do it once a week.
By burning it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then, like, she finally got a car. And she got a car because she was coming home from work one day and the brakes were so bad in it that and she, like, bumped into the back of this car. And I was like, I think it's time. to get another car. I was like, if you don't, and driving in the snow, fuck that. Those things are, that's back when they were rear wheel drive.
Oh, yeah.
That ain't front wheel drive. They're front wheel drive now.
I figure it wouldn't be that bad because it'd be pretty heavy.
Hell no.
Really?
She's like, I drove her, when I worked weekends, I would take her to work when it was snowing out in my truck. And then she would just either get a ride home or I'd come pick her up if I wasn't doing anything. And her driving in the snow or the rain, fishtail like a son of a bitch, dude. It would go everywhere.
Huh.
Absolutely everywhere. Honestly, the best thing I can say is like a all-wheel drive, like a smaller SUV or like a mid-size all-wheel drive. It'll fucking take you everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
It'll literally take you everywhere.
That's what they say about the Buick LeSabres, too. Like, some of them things, like, if you get a V6, you'll get, like, I think it was, like, 23 miles to the gallon or something like that.
If I had a grocery granny getter, I'd want a Buick LeSabre. I'd totally take one of those.
I saw
the
one
tan leather seats.
Yeah. Either that or the
Hey, back in the day, dude, people paid top
dollar for
top
that shit.
dollar
The
for
wood
that.
grain.
or the red cloth with
It's
the wood
not
grain.
even wood. It's like plastic.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
plastic, but hey, it's
My
nice.
memo had one of those rendezvous, and it was like the one with the extra package on it and stuff.
Yeah.
And it had the tan leather in there, the fake wood grain and all that shit.
Oh yeah,
She thought it was so cool.
Them old cars is when they had like the leather strap to like pull the door in.
And in the dashboard right here in the center, they had like an actual like a clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not gonna fucking look at that thing.
It's like when it breaks, when it runs out of battery, you just left it because you didn't know how to wind it, you didn't know how to replace the battery, you just fucking died.
You'd probably have to take the whole dash open just to replace the battery.
Dude, nowadays, some people, if you ask them what fucking time it is, they probably can't tell you what fucking time it is. Look at it
on a clock? No.
Yeah. It was just the hash marks and not the fucking, not the numbers. Probably can't even tell you.
Digital world.
It takes me a minute. Like, if I'm looking at one with no numbers on, I'm like, yeah, it's, it's like 4010 or 410, you know what I mean? It's
4010.
4010. It's my made up military time.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
You're not the only one, because I'm like that too.
Yeah. All right, you want to take a quick bathroom break?
Yeah, because I gotta go.
Okay. That's funny.
Yeah. And now she's doing tarot card readings and stuff.
Yeah.
So, which she did yours, right?
She's been into that before we started dating. She's been in the tarot, crystals, gems, whatever. And like I said, like I was telling you a minute ago, it's literally about whatever you believe in. Like religion, what do you believe in? You know what I mean? Crystals, tarot, it's whatever you believe in. So if you believe that this is real, then nobody can fucking tell you wrong because you believe it.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things like if you do a tarot card reading and it says that you've been thinking about this lately, you've been wanting this lately, like a promotion or something, and it basically relates to real life shit. And if you take away whatever it gives you, then obviously it's all about just radiating like positive things.
But that's the thing.
And shit.
Yeah, but
it's basically like radiating positive things, and is it telling the few? Some people are like, "Ooh, that's the devil."
Well, it's very general stuff that it applies to everybody.
Right, exactly.
But there's like a difference. Not a difference, but there's like a line between like, well, if you think that you get crab power from eating fake crab meat, then you're fucking wrong because that's not true. Like you believe in rocks. Or you believe in these cards, but you believe that having sex with kids is okay. It gives you power.
So what is less believable? Tarot and crystals or the flying spaghetti monster?
I think it's all shit.
Well, the flying spaghetti monster isn't supposed to be taken as literal.
I mean, isn't it though?
They're just saying that it's mathematically probable that it could be as real as Jesus.
I mean, did you read the book?
Hell no.
No, why would we do that?
You can borrow it if you want to.
No, I don't read.
We've talked about this. We don't read.
I just don't sit down and read.
Okay.
If I'm not reading my Merle Haggard book at home, I'm definitely not reading the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
That's the truth. So Cheyenne didn't want to read it, so I would read it to her, and we would just laugh about how ridiculous it is.
Is it good? I mean,
It's very entertaining.
Yeah.
It really is. No, honestly, I liked it just because of the entertainment. But honestly, people would believe in it. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's whatever you believe in. If you believe that the flying spaghetti monster, the reason why Cody's like 6 inches taller than us because he didn't get pushed down enough. He didn't get pushed down as much as we
were
did.
made to be short and fat.
It's if the
but you're taller than your dad, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
got lucky.
Don't question his noodles, though.
He didn't get pushed down enough as a kid because he's trying to float away from fucking gravity. Gravity technically doesn't keep you on Earth. It makes you float away. And his noodly appendages, it just means he couldn't get to you fast enough and you grew too fast.
Appendages.
I swear to God, that's what it says in the book.
Oh, now you're swearing to God.
Yeah.
What is God, though? Is it him? Is it noodly? Is it
up.
FSM? You know what I mean?
He makes the best pasta sauce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it comes from his goddamn nuts.
So in college, in college, I would make like coleslaw. And they're
cool.
No. I would make
mayonnaise and cabbage. Ugh.
I would make coleslaw. Are you not a fan of coleslaw?
No, I like coleslaw.
Okay, so I would make coleslaw.
Mayonnaise and cabbage.
So I would make coleslaw, and everybody in my class, like in college, would be like, "Oh, this is so good." you'll have to give me the recipe. I'm like, oh, I can't. It's a secret. It's my Aunt Marzetti's recipe. And Marzetti's a fucking brand you buy in the store. Nobody ever caught on.
No.
That's the thing, but only like, white people are like, you gotta give me the recipe to this coleslaw.
You gotta give me the recipe. I was like, I tell you what.
Knowing they'll never cook it, ever.
Right.
Cabbage and mayonnaise.
But you don't cook coleslaw, so that's good.
Like, this celery's really good. You gotta give me the recipe.
Right.
You gotta give me the recipe. Like, God, give me the recipe to this chips and dip. Oh my God, it's so good. I'm like, okay, it's a can of fucking, like, it's a can of beans and a can of cheese. Like, there you go. That's
No, this is cowboy caviar.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
Our
Supposed
dad,
to eat it with blue chips.
yeah, our dad, when he would cook for us, he would either make two things: hamburgers or the stuff he called cowboy stew. And cowboy stew was just ground beef, pinto beans, and baked beans. That's all it is. And he would, sometimes you forget
So if you want to fucking die young, you eat that.
A lot of beans.
Sometimes he forget
That's the thing, like, pasta's the cheapest thing in the fucking world to buy, but we didn't have any.
Sometimes
Dad didn't know how to boil water.
Swear to God, this is a true story. Sometimes he forget to strain the like the grease out of it first. Like, you forget to drain the grease out, so it'd be greasy as well.
Yeah, when you get to the bottom.
And I'm like, and when he said cowboy stew, we're like, what's cowboy stew? He's like, well, when you're out there on the cattle trail, this is what the cowboys eat. I'm like, beans and meat. Fucking beans and meat.
But that's the thing. Like, when we had, like, when our stepmom made beef and noodles, you would throw up. So
that was one time.
I love me some good beef and noodles, man.
That was one time. Oh yeah, our stepmom tried to feed us lima beans one time too. It smelled like a bowl of piss. I didn't eat that day.
It was ham and beans.
No, it was lima beans.
Yeah, but it was ham and beans, and it smelled like urea.
It literally lima beans. No,
like I swear, the cat pissed in it. But everybody's chowing down. And I'm like, I'm not fucking eating.
We didn't
this.
eat that night.
No, we did not eat.
And then one time she made potato soup, and it was potatoes. That's it.
I don't remember that. Milk and boiled potatoes.
I swear it was water and potatoes with some like salt and pepper. And they're like, it's potato soup. I'm like, what is this? It's like, it's potato soup. I was like, this is not potato
Where's
soup.
the liquid?
I was like, this is not potato soup. And she's like, well, you don't want it, don't you? And I was like, I'm fucking not.
Liquid mashed potatoes.
It was so hot, you couldn't, like, potatoes hold heat. Yeah. It was so hot you couldn't fucking eat it for one. And two, it was just fucking potatoes. I was like, this isn't the famine. Okay? We're all right. We're doing okay. We still got electricity here. Yeah. We don't need to eat potatoes in a bowl. What the fuck are you doing?
That's all they eat in Ireland. Just potatoes in a bowl.
They eat raw potatoes.
Yeah.
Raw, yeah.
They eat it like a banana.
We're doing all right, though. Like I said, it's not a famine.
Yeah, we can afford water.
We got the squirt butter, okay? We're doing okay. It isn't butter, but...
some would disagree. I'm pretty
Some would disagree.
It's part butter.
I can't believe it's not butter, which is just as much butter as butter is.
Yeah, it's just vegetable oil. Oh, well.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. That's back when everybody ate cereal, and now everybody's like, oh, it's bad for you. Now they got that protein cereal or whatever. I haven't had it yet, but everybody says it's protein.
Everybody thinks adding protein to something makes it way better.
Yeah, it's like automatically it's good for you.
Yeah, it's like,
it has protein.
Now with 10 grams of plant-based protein. Yeah. Like, who gives a fuck?
It's like the low-fat craze. Like, everything, and I don't know when it was, probably like early 2000s, like 2005,
it's still
2006.
Going on.
The low-fat yogurt, the low-fat this, that. It's like, come on.
Eggs are bad for you every other year.
Yeah, egg yolks are bad for you, supposedly. It's like, why?
They're not.
See, I thought everybody said it's getting better. Like, it used to be.
It is. It's all like big. It's big. It's all these big companies. They like just fucking pay so much money to somebody who's like, guess what? We're going to pay you $100 million to say that egg yolks are bad for you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Due to this study, it turns out that fat makes you fat. Yeah. No, it fucking doesn't. Fucking morons. Swear to God. Joey Diaz only eats egg yolks, bitch. He cuts those fucking whites out.
He does.
He cuts those yeah. He says when he eats eggs, he's like, I'll eat egg yolks, bitch. And he cuts around the whites. And he throws those whites away. He's like, I'll eat the fucking yolks.
Yeah, the whites like the pre-cum. You know, you don't want to eat that shit.
she'll get you pregnant, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cheyenne's a firm believer of eating something grape will get you pregnant, so she literally does not eat or drink anything grape.
Interesting.
What? Grape is a flavor.
I know. Grape.
And like an actual grape.
Yeah. She won't eat them.
Eating anything grape.
Yep.
Like
you can ask her.
Purple too?
Swear to God, you can ask her. She's like, it's purple. Is it grape? I'm like, no, it says it's mixed berry. She's like, okay. No, I swear to God.
That's okay?
I swear to God. I swear. You can ask her. If eating or drinking something grape gets you pregnant, she will not do it.
I feel like that's...
Is it like an ingredient or something?
She says it gets you pregnant. It's some poor people superstition. I don't know.
They say like if you drink Mountain Dew, like the yellow 5 inside of it's supposed to like reduce your sperm count or some shit. I didn't know if it was something like that.
I don't think so. I think
okay.
She's from fucking Pona.
Blue number 9. She played with horse shit as a kid.
She played with horse shit as a kid.
Couldn't afford rocks.
Grape soda is the least of her worries.
Yeah.
I feel like an education.
It's just that, like, her parents probably told her that because Billy down the road always gave her grape juice.
Yep.
Like, grape don't get you pregnant. It's like,
Billy.
Mama said women's just the devil.
We couldn't afford grape. The food bank only has orange.
Oh.
Fully stocked with orange soda.
I love you, Vicky Valancourt, but my mom says you the devil. Like, it's literally what it is. It's literally what it is.
It's water from a glacier in Alaska.
Perpetually frozen. Oh my gosh.
This is horseshit. From a pasture in Owen County.
I mean, not to mention, you complete the whole neighborhood with the group of pedophiles living across the street.
Oh my God, of course.
Pedos that live across the street. I mean, the picture of America is only complete when you have the poor kids with no shoes on playing in mud so their feet can grow bigger, playing road apple baseball with horse shit, and the pedophiles sitting in the lawn chairs next door watching it all happen. Nothing screams America like that picture right there.
Oh my God.
I want that painted on a fucking canvas. With Ray Charles America playing in the background. It's like, America, sweet America.
But I feel like you gotta have the guy who narrated the Dukes of Hazzard on it. It's like, well, seems like the Arnold family got themselves in another pickle.
I mean pedophile. Sorry,
yeah.
Pickle.
Yeah, you just see the pedophiles across the street playing pocket pool, just like the front of their pants keep wiggling and shit.
Johnny hit the road apple ball across the fence again. Now they got to go into Larry's front yard.
Yeah.
He's always got his Polaroid out front taking pictures of the kids.
He says he's watching birds, but I don't believe him.
Oh.
That's insane. Oh Jesus.
Disgusting.
So do you have any more tales of the road for us while you're still on here?
I don't think so.
Nothing exciting?
Any more songs or any more studio time or anything like that?
Yeah, we've got 4 songs recorded. I've got 2 more written that I'd like to record at some point. Maybe 2 others that I haven't written yet. I don't know. Kind of taking my time with it. Released a new single on August 3rd. So we got 2 out this year and probably come out with an album next year at some point.
Right, I seen you release the other one. Is it the same dude that did the same art on the last one?
Yeah. The last 2 with the Losing My Mind, the Skeleton Guy, and then the Guitars and Whiskey. Yeah, he did both of those.
That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Are you just gonna stay with that artist for a little while?
Probably. I mean, he's easy to get a hold of, and he always gets stuff done, and he's willing to always take on the next project. So unlike other people I've worked with in the past, it's like they'll do this one, and then after that they're like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And
right.
Like, okay, well.
Like, how long did it fucking take you, damn it? Come
right.
on.
It's like, I thought you were, you said you were, I guess not.
Well, that's like Sam Bob's sister, one of our friends, and he's been on a few times. His sister is the one that designed our logo. So it's one of those things where, hey, what do you want? She was really easy to work with. She was going to college at the time, so it took her a few weeks. She's like, I'm so sorry. I was like, I don't give a fuck how long it takes you. Honestly, I like your work.
Right.
And we like your style, and we're going to be reaching out to her soon again because we now have like a store now, and you can buy merch from the store.
Oh, cool.
Goddamn right, bitch. Coffee
cup.
I
saw the coffee cup there.
So we got a merch store now at the Cummcast or www.thecumcast.com. So
how'd you get your website set up? Did you do that yourself?
Yeah, I can tell you later.
Yeah.
It's actually really easy.
Okay.
It's super easy. I can tell you after the episode.
All right.
But yeah, so she designed the logo, and we're reaching out because I want her to do a Pig Milker Army fucking logo and a Milk That Pig logo, just like to throw shit out there. And but yeah, so she designed ours and really easy to get a hold of, and it took like 2 weeks. She's like, I'm really sorry. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's not bad, actually.
No. He's like, she was going
especially
to school.
for the animated stuff.
Yeah, and she was going to school and stuff. I was like, chill. I mean, we're talking about like a 20-year-old girl who's made the Cummcast logo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, we'll definitely be reaching out again. Like as soon as you sent us like the image followed, I was like, the JPEG. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. And I said to him, he's like, holy shit. But I remember when we were designing it, and we sent her like pictures of us, and she's like, what do you want, like a beer in your hand or something like that? And I'm like, yeah.
I just had two things I wanted. A, I wanted to have a little facial hair. And B, make you less fat.
Seriously.
And she fucking delivered.
Yeah, she's like, make me less fat.
I look great. I look great as a cartoon.
Yeah, I was like, make me less fat. And she literally just took pictures. She had whiskey glasses in her hands at first. I was like, can you make them beer bottles? And the next day, she's like, yeah, here's your beer bottles. And I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we've used that logo for literally everything. So
and we want to do a couple more because we want to. I mean, we got t-shirts, we got sweatshirts, we got a fucking organic tote bag, we got coffee cups, we got pint glasses, all kinds of shit.
Ryan's got a coffee cup. Ryan has that coffee cup.
It's great. It's a nice coffee cup.
Is it sippable? Is it nice and sippy?
It is. It's really, it's nice, and we got the Milk That Pig on the back.
Nice.
Yep.
Get your coffee cups today, everybody.
Get your shit, people.
Thecomcast.com.
$69.95.
Go follow us.
$69.95. It's not $70. Everything's very moderately priced.
But what I want somebody to do is I want you to get a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or anything that has our fucking logo on it, and I want you to wear it in church and send it to our fucking Instagram. and send it to our fucking Instagram, and we'll share it as a story or whatever.
Yeah, we're about to make a cult.
I want you to wear it I want you to wear it to every single function, bar mitzvah, fucking a wedding, fucking your kid's graduation. Everything. I don't care.
The baseball game.
Yeah, the baseball game.
What's the Cummcast? Like, best Facebook podcast ever? Like, who's been on it? You know Cody Ikerd? Yeah, I know that guy. Like, yeah, he's been on it. He's been on it.
Should I listen to that?
Literally, we'll tell whenever we'll talk to our mom and her friends, and you know, they're all in like their 50s and 60s. And I'm like, we had Cody Ikerd on the other day. Because we're just like, I'm like trying to get people to listen to it. They're like, what's a podcast? And I'm like, you know, like radio? They're like, yeah, like, you know, internet radio? Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like, they just talk. I'm like, yeah. Like, how's that entertaining? I was like, you just got to kind of listen to
just
it.
Listen to it, bitch.
Yeah. But, like, they're like, what's your YouTube link? I was like, do you even know how to fucking turn on YouTube? Like, but she'll tell us, like, they had Cody Ikerd on. Like, oh, yeah, I like listening to him. You know, that whole chitter chatter around the
every
pool.
time you go to the boat club.
Every time you go to the boat club.
I haven't been down to the boat club in a long time. It's been a while.
Yeah, me too.
Can't afford him, goddamn.
I think everybody kind of our age is like, been a while since I've been to the boat club. I think that's the number one phrase.
Yeah.
Besides like that, like certain amount of people that just like, they go down there all the time, which nothing wrong with it. It's honestly...
Nobody's been down there since COVID stuff.
Yeah, it's honestly... So, if I want to get drunk for cheap, I'm going there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. You spend $20, you're fucking lit.
Yeah.
The only other place that was the best was the fucking bowling alley. We don't have a bowling alley anymore.
The bowling alley
They only had Bud Light on tap, but it was like...
It's $5 for a 32-ounce pitcher.
No, I think it was more than that. I think it was like $8 for a 32-ounce pitcher, and they didn't give a shit. That's the only thing they had on tap, and I think I drank like 4 that one time. We just got shit-faced and bowled.
The one up
was
here,
fun.
The one up here actually has like craft beer on tap. But if I want to get drunk, like $20, I think isn't a beer like $1.75 or some shit.
I think it's like $2.50.
$2.50.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And then you ask for a shot. And instead of giving you just like a regular 1 ounce, they give you like a triple to a quadruple sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm sipping on that for a good while.
Like you put ice in it, and it's like, let me get a shot with, you know, a little bit of Sprite in it or something like that. And it's in like one of those, I think it's like a 10-ounce cup or something like that. And it's got, I'm like, there's way more alcohol in that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But then you see those guys,
just booze.
then you see those people that have been like, they spent like $300 on pull tabs, and they win like
Pull tabs.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bring back fucking pull tabs, man, for everywhere. Every bar needs to have pull tabs. If I
all the clubs used to, like the Moose
Yeah.
Lodges and the Eagles and shit like that, but they're all closed down.
Yeah.
I think the Moose is still open, but nobody goes there.
No.
Wait, our Eagles?
Our Eagles is closed down.
I will say, the Eagles Club, lot of weird people there.
Shit.
Yeah, I think, okay, so we had this discussion earlier.
A, you got the Cowboy. Cowboy's always there. Eagles, he's always at the Eagles.
What
Second,
about Paul?
I don't know.
The dancing guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that's TJ's dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Paul. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. But I love to watch him dance.
Second,
yeah, his dancing.
Say
is
you
hilarious.
never stops.
No.
Cowboy
Yeah.
chick. Oxygen.
The only person I ever seen...
Paul Saunders, yeah.
Yeah, the only person I ever seen dance as much as that guy. Like this guy, literally, he's got to be in his 60s. And that dude, or almost, and that guy dances for hours. The only person I ever seen dance that much is that girl in Mexico, that really hot girl in Mexico that we seen. And she danced for 3 hours straight, and I'm pretty sure she was on I'm pretty sure she was on Adderall.
No. The dude at Purdue on Molly who almost got thrown over the balcony.
Not that guy.
Jeez.
That fucking guy.
No, Paul, he went through some really bad health complications there for a while. And they posted this big thing on Facebook talking about, I guess he was in the hospital. He was admitted to the hospital. But when I read it read it as he had already passed away.
Really?
What?
And yeah, and I commented on there, and I was like, rest easy, bud, fly high, dancing with a great gig in the sky.
He wasn't dead.
And I found out it had to have been like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours later, somebody was like, hey, he didn't actually pass away. And I was like, oh, shit. So I went on there and I deleted the comment. And I was like, man, I feel terrible. I like Paul. He's been coming to our shows for years now.
He's like, goddamn, Cody Ikerd thinks I'm already fucking
yeah, I know. The way they had the post worded, I was like, man, I felt so bad for that.
All it was probably like one word. You probably misread one fucking word.
Probably. And I was like, shit.
It's like, they probably
if you use something like a past tense, you're like,
he was a good man.
Yeah,
like, he is a good man.
Yeah.
Like he was admitted to the hospital, not like he is admitted to the hospital.
Yeah, it was.
That's
Damn.
funny.
That's rough.
really
That's
funny.
rough, dude.
But then the cowboy lady with the oxygen tank.
That's fun one too.
She gets
No, I think I ranked them the other day. Like all the clubs, like all the local clubs you have in town. Like it's like Boat Club's kind of up here, and then you go Legion underneath that, or almost even, and then you get down to like the Moose, the Elk, and then down here's the Eagle. It's kind of like it's all the animals, just like from okay to shittiest. You know what I mean?
The Eagles' room though is really cool. But
Yeah.
I just don't think it was ever ran. It might have been back in the day, but not when we played there.
Nah, I don't know.
So somebody was talking to me like, you can join all these clubs for $100. You only got to pay $100 a year. I was like, I don't know if I want to drink at all these clubs. I was like,
why would
I
you
don't
do
know,
that?
man. I was like, if I joined the Legion, I'm turning into my mom. You know what I mean? It's like, no, ain't nobody gonna fucking, like, what are you gonna do? Like, the boat club's alright because there is people that are, like, all ages there, like, from 21 and up
Yeah.
to, like, our parents' age and over that. And then the Legion's kind of the same way, but, like, way less people our age. Like, I think some of these clubs you gotta be 40 before you can actually join.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those
Especially
things.
the Legions, man. I hate playing at those places. Well, at least the ones around here.
I had a comedy show there one time. It was fucking terrible. The worst goddamn thing I ever decided to do in my life.
I've had good shows at the Legion, but then most of them are just like, there's always that one dude who's like, you're too loud, or do this. And I'm like, what are you directing the band now? Are you like the maestro telling me what to do?
You're too loud.
Oh.
Too
And
loud.
it's like, dude, I can't even, I can talk to you while the band's playing. We're not too loud.
That's crazy. You're
Shit
too
like
loud.
that,
What's that old saying? If it's too loud, you're too
Too
old.
old.
Yeah, that's right, motherfucker.
But who goes to a place and just hangs out like you're too loud? I'm not here for
You
the
would
band.
be surprised.
And they're like, we'll go somewhere else.
Well, if you
those
think about it,
places.
some of those places aren't set up really well to play. Like the Legion itself, not set up.
The
to
one in
play.
Bloomington is.
Yeah, the one in Bloomington's huge.
Yeah, they've got a nice dance floor out there and everything.
You know who has a really nice Legion? We're comparing Legions. Odin, I think.
No, Olytic.
Olytic? They don't have a Legion,
Yeah, they do.
do they? I think Odin has a really nice one.
I've not been to the Odin.
It's either a Legion or the VFW. It's massive. and they own
You're not
like
thinking
this...
of Paoli VFW, are you?
No, it's Odin. They have like this massive like courtyard with a fucking gazebo next to.
Oh, it's like as you're coming into town, it's right there to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually really nice.
Yeah.
And Cheyenne's like, you know what? I could get married there. I was like, the fucking Legion? Horse shit woman! I swear to God. She goes,
Find all the road apples. You're already in Orange County. Shit.
Seriously.
It's not rice. It's just fucking horse
No,
shit.
seriously. She literally said, she's like, it's really nice. I could get married there. She's like, we should get married there. I was like, the fucking Legion?
Don't they have a Legion?
The fucking Legion? Are you kidding me? She's like, yeah, well, we don't have to have the reception there. We just get married there. I was like,
that's where you would have the reception.
I was like, in a fucking gazebo? Like in a pond? I was like, no, I'm fucking doing that. I was like, I seen something the other day of like, it was like an underwater wedding. I was like, how the fuck are you gonna do that?
I don't know.
No, seriously, like they paid the people to wear scuba suits. Or it wasn't even scuba suit. The lady was wearing a snorkel, but she is so far underneath the water to get the picture. The dude is above water, holding her down so she doesn't float the fuck up. The lady taking the picture. And then...
These weddings are getting out of hand.
Yeah, and then the husband and wife are like underwater, and it was kind of cool, like seeing it in action. It was cool, but I would never fucking do that. They're like having to like take breaks and like go up for air, because we're human and shit. And they gotta like hold each other down and shit. It was weird. It's really weird. I'm pretty sure they have
Who wants to do that? Who thinks of that shit?
Sounds
Like,
fucking
dude,
dumb.
we need to get wedding pictures under the water.
The only cool thing about like swimming in a pool is when we were doing swimming classes in high school, you grab those fucking weight things, you hold two of them in your hand.
Oh, yeah.
And
Those black things?
Yeah, you jump in, you sink to the fucking bottom, and then you try to swim up, but you almost fucking suffocate.
Yeah, that was hard.
So you gotta drop them all, and you gotta swim back up, and then you're like, shit, I'm on the deep end. And you gotta go back down one at a time. You gotta call your buddy over like, hey, help me get this other one. Why? You fucking dropped it. Be like, because I want to die. Literally, you fucking suffocate because you can't make it all the way back up.
Sounds like dumb.
They were only like 5-pound weights, too.
In the water, though.
Yeah, in the water, you're like,
Underwater
shit.
wedding. Sounds fucking stupid.
It was kind of cool at the same time because it was like...
Sounds stupid.
Well, it was cool to see, but then it was kind of like, this is fucking ignorant because they pan out and then you see the dude holding the photographer down underwater. She's literally like pushing on her back so she can take pictures of the shit.
It's like, does a bridal party have to do that shit too? Because it's like, if my best friend was getting married and he was like, oh, by the way, we got to get pictures underwater, I'd be like, I ain't coming to your wedding.
It was like, in the water, shut up.
Cody
I gotta roll up my pants.
Cody Iker's out if he's got to get in water.
I love getting in water, but I'm not getting in there to get pictures taken, all that bullshit. I'm not trying
I feel like it was on the beach and like you roll up your pant legs and then like you do like on the side, like on the beach or whatever. That's kind of fine, but like here's your snorkel, like fucking jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, if I ever got married, like if we ever got married, I wouldn't even do the whole wedding thing. Just fucking, what do you want to wear? I'm just gonna wear shorts and a fucking t-shirt. I really don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
What are you gonna do? Just go to the courthouse?
Fuck, might as
It's
well.
not a good investment to have a giant wedding. So.
No, it's not. Did you have a giant wedding?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, not as giant as my sisters. My sisters had like 350 people there or something.
That's
just like...
That is like too many people.
Yeah, it was way too many. Like, we didn't invite people because we were like, we only wanted to have a certain amount of people. I don't be walking around and shaking my dad's friends from 15 years ago. I don't even know who I'm talking to. Like, I wasn't trying to do anything like that.
Nah, I don't blame you.
But I mean, you got to pay for the venue. Then depending on the venue, you got to have like there's certain caterer that you have to go through, or you can't have outside catering. So then you're getting Jewed in for their money.
Right.
And it's just like it sucks.
Yep. Right here.
I can't even imagine 350 people.
No way.
I bet you
It was a great time.
Yeah.
That's because my brother-in-law's family is ginormous. I mean, he's got like 18 or 19 cousins or something like that.
Damn.
It's crazy.
That's half the wedding party right there.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I guess you could always go to the Odin VFW. It's nice.
Fucking apparently. But yeah, I was just like, well, shit, just go to the fucking courthouse and then just have a rager afterwards, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Screw the wedding part of it.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
Well, that's like we know somebody, they got married in Tennessee. They went on vacation in Tennessee and then they got married in Tennessee and then now they're having a party here in a couple weeks. Having a reception.
And then we've been to weddings where it's an hour and a half for no reason.
Man, traditional church weddings, fuck.
Like Catholic weddings and stuff?
Like... They're not Catholic.
They definitely don't listen to this podcast. They're Pentecostal.
They're Pentecostal.
Oh, okay.
This podcast, just the name itself, is like, Satan!
Yeah.
We were there for
They don't even like paper plates.
We were there for
What the fuck?
they don't even,
Paper
what do you mean they don't even like pants. Or they don't like shorts.
No, your pants cannot be too tight. Literally, that's fucking
But like
cool.
we were there for 3 hours.
No, it was an hour and a half. It wasn't 3 hours.
No, it was 3 hours.
There was no way.
No
Yes,
chance
there
of a
was.
beer after that either.
No.
We
We had to sneak away to smoke a cigar.
Sneak. I'm like, we're 22.
Yeah.
All we want to do is drink.
All we did, we opened the door. We opened the door. We went outside and we kind of propped it open because we couldn't get back in. So we like kind of backed up a little bit. There was like 4 or 5 of us, and we were just trying to smoke a cigar. And everybody's like, "What are you doing out here? What are you doing out here?" And I'm like, "Jesus, leave us alone. We're just trying to smoke a goddamn cigar."
They just bought a cheap bottle of wine at the liquor store for them to like toast to. That's the only alcohol.
They're like,
drink.
"Hey, this is a good idea.
Jeez.
They don't drink, so let's get them a bottle of wine to toast with." And they had a sip. And then I grabbed the bottle of wine because there was no booze, and I'm just fucking walking around drinking it. And everybody's like, "You stole their wedding wine?" I was like, "They ain't gonna fucking drink it."
drink it.
They
stole their wedding
never
wine.
gonna drink it again. He stole the wedding wine.
That's like taking their cake away.
It was a bottle of Barefoot. It was cheap shit. It's not like it was Oliver. Nice.
Nice.
Shitty Barefoot wine.
Yeah, the wedding was
the
like
bare knees wine, the Pentecostal version.
Yeah. Sounds like a porn. Pentecostal porn.
No, it's a Pentecostal wine company. It's called long sleeve shirt and pants.
It's just called Uncovered Limbs.
Oh.
It's called Our Holy Father Winery.
Yeah.
Reach for the Sky Winery.
That was a nightmare.
You get it because of the ghost, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Holy Ghost Brewing. That's actually a really good fucking brewery
Holy
name.
Ghost Brewing?
No, Holy Ghost Brewing. Holy Ghost Brewing.
I was like, what?
That's a good brewery name, Holy Ghost Brewery. I'd go to that.
Oh, I thought you were like it was an actual brewery.
No, like I just made it up. I'm gonna name my brewery that if I ever have one.
It's got Jesus. It looks like the Jesus candles that you get from like a Mexican market.
There's a Mexican market here in town on the north side, and we went there one time, and I probably talked about this. They had
have the patron saint.
They had a Jesus Malverde candle. Do you know who that is?
No.
Jesus
he's a patron-
Malverde is the patron drug saint of drug lords, or patron saint of drug lords. He was like Robin Hood for cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have him on candles. Like it's like Virgin Mary, Jesus.
Like the Virgin Mary, like the Catholic Virgin Mary.
So he was a guy that would steal cocaine and bring it back to the people, I guess?
No. No, he actually...
3 balls for everybody.
He lasted... The reason why he was a drug lord so long is because he actually gave money to the people in his community, but it was benefited from being a drug king.
Yeah, it's Cartel 101 there.
Yeah, but he was protected so long because of that. And, like, if you see, like, a lot of, like, Hispanic drug gangs, they have... Yeah, like a lot of Hispanic drug gangs, they have these Jesus Malverde sculptures that they pray to in like their drug trap houses. Like it's like if you watch like Underworld or like true crime shit and it's like a Hispanic gang, they'll like bust shit and it's like this dude's fucking face with candles around it next to the Virgin Mary. Like it's like a Catholic thing.
Yeah.
It's like a Catholic drug thing. Yeah, it's crazy, but there was a candle sitting there, like next to the Virgin Mary candle, and it was $3. And I was like, I looked at Cheyenne, and I was like, it was this one. I looked at Cheyenne, and I was like, can I buy this? And she goes, who is that? I was like, it's Jesus Malverde.
It's Jesus' dad.
It's Jesus' dad. I was like, it's Jesus Malverde.
Jesus Salsa Verde.
And she goes, who's that? I was like, who's that? He's the patron saint of drug lords. They're selling this shit in here. And she goes, you're not buying that. I was like, it's $3.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, you're not buying it. I'm not having that shit in my house. I was like, why? I was like, come on. And I've never seen it there since. It's like, fuck it.
I feel like you should be able to buy this because she bought Black Jesus at Hobby Lobby.
We do that. no, it's Black Santa.
Oh, Black Santa.
Yeah, we bought a Black
They
Santa.
did have Black Jesus, though.
She bought a Black Santa sculpture for Christmas. It's actually kind of cool because they had like a bunch of Black Santa stuff there at Hobby Lobby, and I was like, you know what? I dig it. I really dig it.
Black Santa was cool. Black Jesus was cool too. It was like they didn't have any figures of him, but it was like a painting, and it had like Black Virgin Mary, and then Black whatever John or Joseph, whatever his dad's name is, and then Black Jesus in the crib.
Yeah, and
cool.
But like at that same Hispanic market, they used to sell like the Chipotle size burrito tortillas, like almost the same size or bigger, for $3 for 8 of them. And it literally said a red stamp on the plastic wrapping. It says not for retail sale. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck, dude. Like that's my kind of like Hispanic market, or like just any market in
like
general.
selling those cocaine pineapples.
If you don't give a shit, like fuck everybody else. It's your fucking market, dude.
Yeah.
If you want to sell big ass Chipotle tortillas that probably cost way more than
That's
that.
the thing. They got it wholesale, and they sold it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Because I know
it's
you
like
can
the
go
dried chilies hanging everywhere. Back before COVID, the place was really cool because they would just have fresh tamales sitting in a crock pot.
Where is this market at?
It's on the north side. I can tell you where it is after the episode. And like I can give you the address to it. But it's called La Bonita is what it's called. But they used to just sell tamales in a crock pot for $1.
Damn.
And like when you walk up to like when you're walking around the market, and it's a restaurant too. And when you're walking around the market, or if you're like in the restaurant, you want to like take tamales, you just be like, can I get 2? And they put them in a container for you, put foil over it, and you pay $2 for them. But it's like they have like it's literally like a one-stop shop Hispanic market. Now they have like a bread counter and everything, and there's the bowl that's on top of our microwave. We got there. It's made in Mexico. It's like a big, huge terracotta hand-painted bowl.
They had those giant cinnamon rolls and shit. They were like this fucking big.
Yeah, so they have like a bread
loaves.
They have a bread market there now. I used to get all my hot sauces there. Yeah. It's really cool. It's
like in an apartment complex and by a hotel.
They completely
extended stay.
No, I think it's like a
no, it's not a hotel. Those are apartments.
Oh, are they apartments?
Yeah. So basically during COVID, they shut down and they revamped everything. And the market wasn't open, or the restaurant wasn't open the last time we were there, but I guarantee it's open now. And if you want authentic Mexican, dude, it's the place to fucking go, dude. And it's
not that social cantina stuff.
No. Fuck no. White girl Mexican? Fuck no, dude. Do you like it?
I do. Yeah. It tastes pretty good to me.
There's a guy that I work with. He's like,
I've not had fresh tamales, so
yeah. There's a guy that I work with.
I had carnitas one time at Social Canteen. It tasted like soap.
What?
Yeah,
I had their carnitas.
There's a guy that I work with that loves Social Cantina. I was like,
it's way overpriced.
I was like, you eat that fucking white soccer mom some fucking Mexican, you piece of shit. Honestly, Luna right up the square is actually a lot better than them.
Oh, on the other side of the square?
Yeah, it's got like the sugars.
One?
Yeah, it's got like the sugars going on. It's actually really good. I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, they have like a Scarface fucking gold-plated skeleton on a motorcycle above the bar. It's definitely way less white.
Right, yeah.
We'll say that.
Gentrified bullshit.
Well, I mean,
it's definitely way less white.
You go into like Mexican restaurants around here, like, like El Ranchero or some shit like that. And it's
What's the yellow place? Juanita's?
Yeah,
Juanita's. That's a good place.
Yeah, Juanita's is really good.
That place is fucking expensive, too.
But, like, everything's all bright and stuff like this, and then you go to whatever that other place is. And it's like, it's like dark.
You feel like you're a kingpin.
Really. It really is.
Seriously, everything's like
dark and like bronze.
I'm pretty sure the walls
shit.
are made out of fucking marble. Yeah. Like it's black marble. It literally looked like a Scarface. Like Scarface designed it. It's pretty cool though. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely something a little bit different. But yeah, La Bonita, like I said, I can tell you more about it. Yeah, that's the authentic shit. That's what you want. And then like I was listening to this, I think it was Jesus Trejo, the comedian. I watched him one time and he's like, I'll just say his bit, but he literally said, I want my Mexican food if I walk in the kitchen and I scream like, what the fuck is it? Oh, immigration, half the kitchen leaves. Yeah. Yeah. But no,
I agree.
Yeah, but La Bonita, it's kind of cool because it's like backed up next to a fucking yoga studio and shit. It's kind of cool. Like, if you go in there, like the bathroom, if you go to the bathroom, the inside of the thing is also a storage center.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's the weirdest building.
Yeah. The left side's La Bonita, and you go straight and it's a storage center.
Picture this, okay? You walk in, the back side's La Bonita. This side is, the other side is like where you can go in for storage. And then the left side is a yoga studio. Hot yoga studio and like, bike studio. And if you go into La Bonita, into the market and restaurant, the bathroom, there's an arrow, like a sign that says bathroom that way, and they basically like share 2 bathrooms in the whole building. You walk down the hall. As soon as you open the door, it's fucking storage units on the inside. It's like, what the fuck? Where? I was like, did I just quantum fucking leap? I went there, the first time I went there, I had like a couple drinks. And I was kind of fucked up, and I was like, I just fucking quantum leaped through something. And I'm like walking through, and it's like, I seen another sign pointed towards that way, like straight towards the bathroom. And another sign pointed left, and I was like walking past this door, and I just hear this, doom, 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 doom. I was like, well, that's the bike studio. And I heard another guy like talking, like, and like he said something like deep breaths. I was like, well, that's the yoga studio. So they like share a bathroom. You get to the end of the hall, you take a left. There's 2 fucking bathrooms out there. I was like, well, this is the. And I make it back. I was like, it's like Back to the fucking Future, but I never left. This is weird, man.
Huh?
It was kind of weird.
All right, everybody, that is the episode. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for downloading. We want to thank Cody Ikerd for coming back on again. You know, I'd say he'll definitely be back.
He might be too cool for us one day.
I fucking doubt it.
I mean, in the near future, do you see yourself, are you going to be able to do this like full time, or is that a long ways away? Is it in the future? Like
I plan on playing stadiums in about a couple months.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wait, seriously?
Stadiums, record deal, all of that.
I feel like you're bullshitting me. You going on The Voice or something?
Well, I mean...
No, I'm going to be a judge on The Voice.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Cheyenne... Wait, are you Blake Shelton? Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Blake Shelton!
Red, God's country!
Speak your business. Speak your business. I mean, Cheyenne could reach a terror on the way out and tell you. Yeah. I see you. It's in stars. I see it in the crystals.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You could be in a stadium.
Right there and playing English.
Yeah.
Anyway, give us the lowdown of what you got coming up.
Well, we're going to be on a little bit of a break here in October. I'm going to have my first child with my wife, which I'm pretty excited for.
Is this you going to try for another one, or you going to wait to see?
You got to have one first.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people are like, I want 7 of them bitches.
I told Ashley as soon as she's somewhat healed from this one, then we'll get going on the next one. And
Irish twins.
Hopefully in about 4 years, we'll have about 5 kids. So.
Wait, you fucking...
No, I'm just joking.
He's got like the straightest like fucking face when he lies and shit.
You're a great liar. He probably has
That's
to lie.
not a good thing.
He probably has to lie to a lot of people, though.
Probably.
It's like, man, you need to... I've always thought about getting into music. Be like, oh, yeah.
Well, that does happen a lot. Man, you're so much better than so-and-so played after you is headlining. And it's like, what? Okay. Well, it's like, come on.
Like... You're pretty good, but that other fucking guy over there, he
It's
sucks.
like, yeah, but you're drunk. It's all right.
Right, exactly. Yeah, all right, man.
So you're taking a break in October. What you got coming up in November?
The rest of the year will be pretty light. We're playing down at Southgate Revival in Kentucky on December 3rd with Rye Davis. That'd be pretty cool. It's like a Catholic church that they turned into a music venue.
Yeah.
So first time down there, it's going to be pretty cool. So hoping to sell a few tickets down in Kentucky. And then hopefully, maybe mid next year we'll have another album to put out.
There you go.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
Right on. You think we could drag your buddy Hank Ruff on the show?
Yeah, probably. If I could, he's a good.
Yeah, we talked to him a while back actually. He seems pretty cool.
Oh,
yeah.
It was down
here since then?
It was down here at the tap room. I think you were here since then. Maybe. It was down here at the tap room, down the hill.
It was him and his dad.
Him and his dad were
playing. Yeah, him and his dad are awesome people.
Yeah, him and his dad were playing, and he's like, he said, so, I think I had our Cummcast shirt on. He goes, what's that? I was like, oh, it's our podcast. He's like, oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, we've had, and I was like, you might know him. He's Cody Ikerd. He's like, I know Cody Ikerd. I was like, who are you? And he goes, oh, Hank Ruff. I was like, I've heard of you. I was like, I'm pretty sure you guys know each other.
Yeah, we've been like jamming together for probably 3 or 4 years. He used to be on those live streams I used to have on Facebook all the time.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. We just played a show together actually at West Boggs this past Saturday.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, he
I
played
seen
and we played
your
with Jake Dodds.
I seen your Instagram pictures of that. It seemed like a good time.
It was a great time. Yeah, once the sun went down, it cooled off. It was very pleasant.
Right now is the right time of weather. Today.
Oh, today was awesome. I kicked the heat on this morning. It was like 63 in the house. And I was like, oh, yeah, I kicked that thing up to 69. Oh, that's awesome. Get all that dead skin and your HVAC burning off. You get that nice smell.
Skin.
That's what it is.
No,
when you turn the heat on after summertime and you get that weird smell, it's your dead skin burning in the vents.
Yum.
Oh, fucking love
Facts.
it. God, I love that. Facts.
Fuck.
Newsflash. The more you know with Cody Ikerd.
Yeah, the more you know.
All
right, everybody. Thanks so much. Go check out Cody Ikerd. We'll put his shit down in the description. Go get some merch from us. Go get some merch from him. Listen to his albums. Listen to his songs.
And if you don't like country music now, you're gonna fucking love it after you hear him.
Yeah. Go see him. Of course, we couldn't do this show without you. Let's get out of here.
All right, everybody. Love the fuck out of you guys. Thanks for showing up this week. We will see you all next week. And don't forget, you can buy all your merch at the one and only Cummcast.com. It made it easy for you. It's fucking 2 words. All right, everybody. See you next week. See you on Monday. Peace out, milkers. Stay safe. Stay humble. And remember, drink a good beer. Read a good book. And when life gets hard, you milk that motherfucking pig, everybody.
Peace.
We out.
Bye, bitch.